Hey, so while streaming the other week, we decided to do a little bit of an interview with one of my friends. We did the Proust Questionnaire. It's a questionnaire designed by a psychologist. It's meant to get to the heart of who someone is, their very essence per se. It's meant to, once you heard the 36 questions, you should understand that person as well as you can, theoretically. You tell me. I hope you enjoy what is to come. And if you like this sort of thing, let me know. Let me know down below, and we might just do a little bit more just like this. So we have here an individual from the community known as Politics Man. One of my good friends. He's a person. I can confirm that much.
I am not a robot. I am real.
As far as I've seen, look, unless synth technology has advanced far beyond my understandings and flesh robots are actually real, then yeah, they are a person.
We're gonna have to redact that part of this.
Yeah, we're gonna put a big line through that because
put a big line through that one.
It's questionable. It's definitely questionable. So right now we're going to understand exactly what makes this robot tick. And the first question that we're going to get to is, what is your idea of perfect happiness?
I would say, I think at its roots is probably time and freedom. If I was able to spend every day just doing the things that I want to do, not having to work and spend that time with the people I love, or working on developing new skills or talents like surfing, going to the gym, or drawing, or reading, or anything. If only I had all of the time in the world, that would be bliss, because I could just do the things that I want to do. That's all I'm missing right now, is because with this job, I don't get to spend much time with my partner or my friends, or at home, or relaxing. I think that very much a big anxiety of mine is how much time we all have left. And how much I want to do with that time. If I had all the time in the world, well, that would be a big stress off taken off my back.
Exactly, yeah, because there's so much to experience, so much you can do.
Exactly, and I want to do it all.
So unfortunately, we are limited to a set number of activities, a set number of things, a set number of days.
Indeed.
Yeah, that's totally understandable, honestly. I think I myself can even relate to that one. I think I would revel in the idea of choosing when I get to die, so I could do all the things I want to do before then.
Yeah, or not just things like not even having to go to work or things like that. Just time and freedom.
Well, look, if you live forever, you can work as long as you want. then you have all the rest of the time to do the other stuff.
Exactly right.
That's fair enough. I suppose that actually ties into the next question as well, my friend. It's what is your greatest fear?
Greatest fear.
I'm glad you've already found your perfect happiness there, Mad Coach. That's wonderful to hear.
Greatest fear. I think losing the ones I love, like my friends and family. I think I care very much about them, and I think that they are the greatest happiness in my life. I think nothing would make me sadder than losing my friends and loved ones. Not even to like necessarily to passing away, but just not being friends with them anymore would crush me.
Okay, so that's interesting. You just said there as well that your greatest happiness is your friends there as well. So I suppose that also I suppose that's another thing to be tack on to your perfect idea of happiness. It's community with friends,
Well, exactly. It's again with time, because if I had time, I could be with my friends more.
Yeah, you could spend all the time you need to.
Exactly right. So,
but missing out on that, yeah.
But yeah, I think that's up there. I think the other one is what if
no
like, well, I'd say
doesn't have to be something rational, in all fairness.
Not being able to live a life worth living. I think dying before I'm able to leave my mark and and do everything. Yeah, that'd be terrible. I have
What, getting to the ripe old age of like 90 or to realize you didn't do what you needed to do?
It wouldn't even have to be 90. It could just be, what if I die before achieving something great? Then, like if I were to die, I want to go out in a ball of flame. I'd love to leave my impact.
What is that something great though that you need to achieve?
I don't know. Just something that's worthy of memory. Because then, if I am remembered, then I'll never truly die.
Happiness?
Happiness?
Is that something that you deem like that's worthy, or is it like more about some task that needs to be done, like a feat?
It's nothing in specific. I want to feel satisfied.
Right. But if you don't have a specific, then it's like I needed some satisfaction from something I don't know.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Yeah.
Like I said, it could be a number of things.
Well,
if I died saving someone's life, I could be content with that. I could be happy going that way. Or let's say, I get married before I die, and I have a partner who remembers me. Or if I was remembered as a great friend or the best of friends, I want to be remembered. Like I said,
you want to touch the world in some way.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting. Fair enough. I think a lot of people are like that. Like, oh hell, why do pyramids exist? It's because some Egyptian fellow said, "Hey, I'm gonna die at some point, and I want people to know that I did something."
You're right. You don't give me any ideas.
Yeah, well, look, that was what he decided was the thing that needs to be done. Let's rally up the slaves and get them to build me a freaking triangle out in the desert.
I want a giant meat effigy created in my likeness. Yeah.
Life is what. Whoa. Coffee can empty my greatest fear. Oh god, the empty coffee can.
Oh god.
Life is what we are doing with I'm the kind of person who believes we are building our own happiness. Yeah, you have to. Happiness is something you work on. Death could be my greatest fear, but we have time. Mad Coach is not dead for the moment. Well, exactly. We're still living. We've still got plenty of time to realize our full potential.
Yeah, you're damn right, you pathetic mortals.
I plan to live forever! I'm not afraid of death. Robot clowns, however, okay.
The other one I was thinking about is just like, what if we got giant sentient spiders? That would suck.
What if they're chill guys though? What if they just want to smoke bongs all the time? Just
I don't know, man. Do you think after all we've done to spiders, man? Like, have you seen how people treat spiders?
Okay, they'll be like, you might be fucked.
I'm in my house, and then they just fucking pull out a 44 and just. With all 8 of their arms, they just pull out a bunch of revolvers. Like, how are we gonna beat that, bro?
Look, you've been playing your cards wrong. I've been nice to spiders. See,
I love
alright.
Spiders.
Well, that's good. We're fine then. When the spider uprising comes, we will be the ones who aren't subjugated.
Remember, not him. Spare that one. He has taken care of our kind. It will be it would be indentured servants, maybe. It's the best we can hope for.
Yeah, see, Sprock is speaking the truth. I don't know, man. I don't think spiders would be willing to smoke with me, knowing what I've done to their kin. Oh. Yep. Alright, next question. What is the trait that you most deplore in yourself?
Oh. There's quite a lot. It's a very long list.
Exactly, you gotta think of whichever one most irks you.
Fuck, this is a terrible question.
It's a tough one.
I think I've done pretty good with this one lately. I used to like it, but now I've come to resent it. Or I used to say I liked it anyways, but I used to be quite arrogant. And I didn't like that in myself. I don't like that I interrupt people. I don't mean to, and I hate it. I have a very bad habit of that, which you're very familiar with, but again, it's something I've been working on. What else?
How would you define that as a trait? I don't know. I suppose I understand what you're getting at.
Define trait for me. What are we?
I suppose, what do I think of it as a trait? I suppose a trait in my mind is like a quality. It's like it's like something about somebody in the sense of like you know, you could call a trait like kindness, or arrogance is definitely one. I would say arrogance most certainly. Although I don't think what you've described there is necessarily arrogance so much as it just seems like sounds like ADHD, you know?
Yeah, well, that part is ADHD, yeah. But like I used to be, as I said in the past, I was quite arrogant. I've learned from that.
What do you define as arrogance?
It ties in with ignorance, I suppose. Being self-assured, but without actually having any reason to be. I guess. Is probably how
I'd say that's a spot-on definition. I'd agree with that wholeheartedly.
Okay.
Yeah. Definitely. It's not a good thing to be arrogant. You know. Making up your mind before you've got the information.
I would say also my laziness. I'm quite lazy.
It's a human condition there.
Last but not least, my lack of organization skills. I am a very messy person.
Disorganization. Yeah.
And you know, I try my best to keep things clean. You know, Sade, you know, really helps me out with that, and I do my best. Like, she motivates me to keep things clean for her and make the house nice.
Speaking of Sade, actually, everyone in chat should go check out Sade Joy on YouTube. If I can spell their name right. I can.
S-H-A-R-D-A-Y.
Yeah, there you go. There's a link. Absolutely wonderful lady. I can assure you, top tier human being.
Thank you. She's really wonderful.
They certainly are. You're not gonna.
You know, she does all of her editing, all of her videos she does on her phone, and
yeah, it's very impressive.
And she's really entertaining. You know, I thought it was just something I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna have to support her on this because I'm a boyfriend. But I watched it, I was like, you know what? It's actually really good.
Yeah.
And I went and I watched a lot of her videos.
Good on you. All right. She might also start streaming at some point, guys. So keep your eyes out. Keep your eyes open.
I'm gonna help her learn some video games first. I got her on Valheim.
Yeah. She doesn't have to game, but it's not all about gaming on Twitch, you know? I'm not gaming right now.
Look, that's fair enough. You're not wrong. But she wants to get into gaming. She was like,
yeah,
I'm gonna start off with COD. And I'm like, oh, baby, look. Baby steps. Let's try some games where shooting isn't the main objective.
Look, it's a bit oversaturated in all fairness. There's a lot of Call of Duty streamers.
That's what I said to her as well. But the main thing is, like, obviously just learning motor controls and actually... Because, like, when I got on PC,
Does she not play video games?
She's never played video games.
Really? I thought she was a gamer.
No. Like, maybe a long time ago, but, like, from what I could tell when I sat her down to play Valheim, no, absolutely not.
Then she shouldn't bother getting into gaming. She should just do what she already likes doing, you know?
She wants to get into games. She wants to play video games with me.
Sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's neither here nor there. That's a tangent. Deep questions today. I just woke up. Yeah, look, you showed up for the deepest questionnaire that we've ever done on stream. So what is the trait that you most deplore in others?
Weak morals. Like, people without integrity, I would say. I would say if you lack integrity.
So how do you define integrity, though?
Like honesty, I guess. Lack of honesty. Dishonesty, that's the word.
Yeah.
So, I don't like dishonest people.
Okay, go on.
Yeah. I think that dishonesty is weakness, you know. I think that it takes a strong person to be as honest as you can be. Honesty shows belief in oneself and their ideals and things like that, and you can always trust an honest person, obviously.
Yeah.
I think people who are dishonest, I don't have time for, because what's the point of getting to know you if it might not even be the real you that I'm getting to know.
Yeah, well, exactly. You're not really getting to know that person. You're getting to know the perception that they want to put out.
Exactly right.
It's not a connection.
Exactly.
If we all just speak out of a dishonest place, then we never actually get to a common ground of understanding.
Well, you never really get anywhere being dishonest all the time, you know. Eventually, if it does come undone, then that's it. You're back to square one. I don't have time for it. There's no point to it. Yeah, like, why live a life that's not yours?
Well, I could answer that question. I know it's not a question to be answered. It's rhetorical, but I've known many dishonest people in my time, and oftentimes it's because they're not happy with the truth. That's really what it comes down to, I think.
And I guess exactly right. And then you got to change. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. Don't lie about it. Just make the change. Yeah. Exactly.
Exactly right.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. I very much agree with that one. Funnily enough, I'd say I don't know if that's the one that I dislike the most, but yeah, honesty I think is a very important trait.
What would your one be?
Whoa, we're not interviewing him now. I'll be the one asking the question.
As your friend, I'm just curious. I just want to know.
I don't know. What would be the trait that I most deplore in others? I've
hit you with an Uno reverse.
I think the trait that I would most deplore is what's the opposite of understanding? I suppose it comes down to arrogance in some sense. I would say people that are quick to make judgments, people that that have a lot of prejudice. I would say people that make up their minds on others without any good reason. That's really what angers me more than anything, I think.
How have you managed to be friends with me for so long?
I don't think you're that bad.
I'm not that bad. I definitely do know that, like, just due to my lack of time, that I definitely write people off quicker than I should.
Oh, we all have our moments.
It's more of just like a filter. You know, it's just like, look, you know, I either really, really like you or I just don't have the time because, you know, again, I don't even have enough. Like, I want more time for the friends that I do have now, and even then it's not enough. So
yeah, look,
I get defense mechanism for me.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I suppose that's very much the inverse of the kind of person I am. I'm always out trying to make new friends. You know, I'm always meeting new people.
Whenever I can, I do. It's just that if I'm getting a bad vibe from someone, I just go with my gut feeling. I'm like, all right,
sure,
you know what?
Sure.
But yeah, look, in terms of arrogance, again, something I have been working on.
Sure. I don't dispute this. I'm well aware. I know you don't have to tell me, my friend. You don't have to tell me. I mean, look, you tell the other people, but they don't know you anyway. It's fine. Well, they don't know you yet. After this questionnaire,
they'll know everything about me.
They're gonna know you better than you're gonna know yourself.
They'll know my address. They'll know which hole I like it in.
Yep. But that's all of them, just so we're clear. Good stream, everyone. I go shower. Take care. Vitriol. See you later. See you later, Mad Coach. Thanks for popping by.
See you, Mad Coach.
So, next question. Which living person do you admire the most?
I like a lot of people.
Who's your idol?
I don't have any idols per se. I really admire my friends. For multiple different reasons. Like, there's lots of factors I like. Like, for you, I like how intelligent you are. For RP, I love his loyalty. There's a lot of things like that. Like, it's my back. For Mason, I love how open-minded and relaxed and chill he is. He's a really good friend.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But if we had to choose one.
I really couldn't.
Well, that's the question, though. We gotta find a way. We gotta do it.
My peers are the ones that I looked up to the most. But it's just like, again, I love each and every one of you for vastly different reasons. You know.
Vitriol is the smart one. I know, right? Like, ridiculous.
I love our conversation. I think we have the best.
Sure. We do have good banter. I don't dispute that, my friend.
I really couldn't pick one person. I don't really admire celebrities. I don't know these people.
It doesn't have to be a celebrity. There might be influencers that you listen to, people whose thoughts that you take in.
I don't listen to influencers. I don't know any.
Well, maybe not influencer. Maybe that's not the right terminology, but you know, ranters and ravers.
Ranters and ravers. You know what? If there's someone out there who takes out either Scummo or Donald Trump, then you know what? But really,
in Minecraft, just so we're clear, in Minecraft, that's what he's talking about. Taking them out on a nice date in Minecraft.
Yeah. Sorry, the government forgot listening in. Taking them out on a nice date on Minecraft. No, I look up to my peers. They're the people that I admire the most, and I try to surround myself with people who I think will help me grow.
All right.
You know,
so
I can learn from.
Which peer do you admire the most, and why?
Elliot. I can't answer that question. I mean, like, if I was to answer it, it would have to be my partner because I love her. You know, I'm in love with her.
There you go. Fair enough.
Again, in terms of
that's fine. You can answer that question. That could be your answer.
But it's not even that though, because you know my ideals of love. I think it's not something that can be measured. So sure. I love my friends and my partner equally. You all mean more than myself to me.
Allegedly, this man does not play favorites.
I really don't. I really don't. I would be just as heartbroken. I would cry if any of you all left me. Any or all of you left me. I'd be devastated.
Sure. All right. I'll accept it. We'll let this one slide. Look, you've dodged the question, but we'll let it be. It's hard to admire people who are alive. Most of them stink. Yeah, people should shower more often. Myself included.
Yeah.
Look, this man here would argue that like showering is a bad idea. You need that natural musk.
Dude, I have a nice natural musk. All right, I'll have you know. All right. It depends. Like, if I've been like sweating, like if I've been to the gym, yeah, maybe not. But like, you know, if I mean, I shower and wash regularly. Like, I smell okay.
Yeah, I shower like once a week, man. That's pretty regularly, you know, like.
Once a week, bro. No, yeah. Once a month, mate. I don't want to waste water.
Works. Don't want to waste water. Don't want to lose out on that good stank. So.
Yeah, that good musk.
Yeah.
It's like my, you know, you've seen it in the animal kingdom, right? It's like my scent glands, you know. Got an attractive, virile female.
Man goes around farting on people. He's like, it's natural, guys. It's my scent glands.
Yeah, whenever I walk into a room, first I puff out my chest and I look for the next biggest individual and I fling my feces at them.
That seems like a pretty good tactic, honestly. Just assert your dominance.
And then I go around to all the women and I put my armpits in their face.
Understandable. They need to get a good whiff.
That's it.
Finally, a respectable man. a good classical man. A man who is bringing back how men ought to be, not how men are.
Real men, you know. Yeah. I was born in the wrong generation. What can I say?
Damn straight.
Wrong era.
Take us back.
10,000 BC, please.
Take me back to when I was a hairy ape.
That's it. I'm already there, mate. Anyways.
Yeah. I mean, some people like it when you give off a potent musk. Yeah. We've been over this, me and my friend, most certainly. There's people who love that after gym stank. It's true. That's
it. My partner is one of them.
No, there you go. Yeah. Sade's YouTube's gonna get exposed now. All right, so this is all right. We're a little more upbeat now, I suppose, with these questions. What is your greatest extravagance?
Hang on, let me.
Do you know what it means in this context? Extravagance?
Not. I know what extravagance means, but you're right. I don't know what it means in this context at all.
Like, the most look. Let's like take money, time, and even like maybe reality out of the equation. I suppose. Look, it can be realistic if you want, but what is the craziest thing you could do, per se? You know, what is the best? What is the greatest experience you could have? That's kind of what it's talking about. Where like there's no limits to what you could be doing per se. I suppose we might have to keep it in reality. But if there's something that's like maybe
like, is it something I have done or something I do?
No, anything you could do. It doesn't have to be something you've done. Maybe you've already done your greatest extravagance, but it's essentially.
Be okay.
I'll give an example of an extravagance. Okay, Jeff Bezos has a yacht that is so big that he needs a second yacht to maintain the big yacht. Like, there's another yacht that follows his yacht around with like supplies and shit.
My God, what a piece of shit. Anyway.
that's an extravagance, you know?
Yeah, okay. I don't have a lot, honestly. What is my greatest extravagance?
I use the big words to confuse.
I mean, I wouldn't say it was like necessarily extravagance, but it was definitely special. I mean, in high school, I got to go on a French trip to France, and that was pretty amazing. I was there for like half a year, and it was great. It was a student exchange trip.
Okay, that's
otherwise, nice. What is something nice?
Doesn't have to be something you've done.
Doesn't have to be something. Oh, like what would I like to do?
Yeah, it literally. There's no limits to this. I'd say let's try and keep it in reality if at all possible.
I would love to have a beautiful house on a waterfront, you know.
On a wharf?
On a waterfront.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Beach. That would be ideal. I would love to have a house on the ocean. That would be wonderful with a pool out the front.
Yeah.
That'd be
Wait,
ideal.
You need a pool by an ocean?
Yeah, I would like to be by that pool as the sun is setting. I'd like to have a bar full of alcohol and a bunch of cocktails.
Oh yeah.
you know, I'd love to sit there sunbaking, maybe get a copper massage for my partner, or have a, you know what, actually, you know what, the ones that I do have, you know what, I feel very special for is because I do lots of things for Sade. The one thing I like that she does for me is she'll do like my skincare and brush my hair for me, and that.
So you'd like that?
Cool. I really do. I think, like, for me, the one thing that I would just spend money on, just for shits and gigs, really, is like, I had when I was working at Phone King, I became friends with the hairdresser across the shop from me, and she would do like a whole hair treatment thing and hair massage, and she'd do it for $5 for me, and I would go all the time, be like,
lucky you.
Give me $5, come on. And
here's your $5. Now give me the goods.
Yeah, 100%. You know, she was really doing me a good deal because normally that costs like $40. But...
Sure. You'd like to have someone there doing some nice beauty care for you.
Yeah, it's just nice. I just find it very therapeutic.
Yeah, and ideally someone that you're in love with.
Well, that would be even better, but it's it makes no difference to me. Just play with my hair, please.
Okay, well, I suppose look, you know, it's your extravagance. It could be anything.
Yeah,
you know, it could be your lover.
It was just the It's just, yeah, I love that. I love having my face and hair touched.
It's nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's a pretty nice picturesque scene that you've painted for us here. I think I think a lot of people would be exceptionally happy if that's where their life ended up.
Yeah, it'd be nice. I mean, I honestly, I'd just be happy with being able to buy a house with my partner, and that's the goal at the moment.
Well, look, let's not slip too far into the realms of fantasy.
No, it's a funny
house.
I've got
economy.
Oh, you're right. You know, our wages have gone up by 18%. The housing market has gone up by 105% in the past 4 or 5 years.
Yep.
Anyways, let's not go down that rabbit hole.
Oh, guy! Oh, no! You're getting far too real for me right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. It's
like I look like that meme kid with the veins all over his head.
Yeah. Hypotheticals are fun. You're right. Poolside drinking on a oceanfront property. That sounds pretty Bouger.
Bunch of direct insurance.
Yeah. It does sound like a nice life. Yeah. All right. This one's we're jumping out of the fantasies and we're jumping to the present moment. What is your current state of mind? Where is your head at right now?
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Well, as I said, I mean, I've got my hang on. What are we meaning? Like, how am I feeling, or what am I thinking?
You can define state of mind. How about that?
Well, right now I'm feeling pretty good. I think everything's sort of coming together. I was worried about not being the kind of person to get my shit together, but looks like I kind of maybe have.
On a good path.
Yeah, I'm on a good path. You know, I'm pretty happy. I'm like, actually, there's one thing I'm very sad about is, again, both my partner and I work a lot, and so coming to the reality that we just don't get to spend very much time together this weekend. I think we got like a whole maybe 12 hours, 14 hours together. You know, that was I think that's sad, you know, but again, it's giving me motivation to work hard so that I can contribute and provide the life that we want to have, the life that we want to lead. So I'm really on that grind set right now. I'm working, as I said, I'm gonna put my hand up to work 11 days a fortnight. I'm coming in early and I'm staying back late. And I'm just working really hard.
You're on that grind set, the Sigma male grind set.
Something like that. It was more like, I have to do this. I don't want to do this necessarily, but I'm just gonna tell myself I have to. I actually, one thing, I'm very proud of myself. I quit cigarettes.
Good for you.
Finally quit them.
Nice.
The old mate was like, well, you can smoke at work, but we try not to. We don't really smoke at work. In reality, don't smoke at work. No, like,
it's not a good look.
Fair. And exactly, and it makes you smell bad. So
yeah.
I was like, fuck it, if I can't smoke at work, what the fuck? I'm just gonna quit smoking. It'll make Sade happy.
Fair.
And you know what? I put him down. I haven't bought a pack of smokes for a week. So it's good. I kind of want to stab someone, but you know, it's the cravings are leaving me slowly.
Just go stab someone, get it out of your system.
Get it out of my system. All right. Yeah. Scott Morrison. Anyways.
Anyways. In
Minecraft, of course. Theoretically, hypothetically.
Yeah, I look really insensitive as well, because when you started going on about only spending 14 hours with your partner, I cracked a little smile. Just from no, I think it's cute. I think it's fair enough. I think it's totally understandable. I just know a guy that used to say that wouldn't be too reasonable, you know?
Oh, wow. Hang on. I would be fine if we lived together, but we don't. I would.
Just because you sleep with someone isn't the same as spending time, you know? There's neither here nor there.
If I got to talk with her like 30 minutes before bed, I'd be satisfied. You know, it's nice just sleeping next to her. I get rest.
Sure.
I think it's just because she's so far away, and that she doesn't answer a phone to me ever. You know. No, we have a phone call before bed.
Fair enough. Well, that's nice. That's always good. It's the only French word I use. C'est la vie. Throw that phrase into your environment, such as life.
Très bizarre. Je pense que tu es très très belle.
Comment ça va?
Ça va bien, merci. Et toi?
Très bien.
Très bien. Vraiment.
Oui.
Yeah, well, I also know that in retrospect, the person that we're referring to gets more than 14 hours in a week. I'll tell you that much.
Sure. Well, who knows? I don't know. Allegedly not. I don't know. Well, I think it. In my mind, it's all just like coming down to the idea of not feeling like you get to spend enough time with somebody, you know?
Yeah.
And I think we can all relate to that, you know? Not enough time, so many things to do.
That's fair enough.
Because the English version has like 20 spellings because no one knows how to spell it. Yeah, I was gonna say, I didn't think that's how... When I seen it, I'm thinking of Bad and Bougie. I don't think they spell it like that. The first week is the hardest, but I'm a fan of the stabby. Oh yeah, well that's how you get through it. Yeah, the first week is the hardest though, you're right. And then it's like, you know, it's also like the idea of when you slip up, if you slip up, if not letting that slip up turn into a trend.
No, I've just decided I'm not gonna let myself buy any. It's like, I don't give a fuck about my lungs, but my bank account.
I think your partner does though.
I can buy it with an extra 200. Oh yeah, my partner does.
And not to mention, what's your biggest fear and idea of happiness? It's life.
I guess so. I'm not too like, if I die, I die. You know,
Yeah,
I can't control that.
Well, you can control whether or not you die of lung cancer though.
If I go in and I shoot up a building and I die, I can't control that. You know, like this is what it is. God's decided.
That's awfully specific.
I don't know what you're talking about. It was the first thing that came to mind.
Why is that my current state of mind?
No more questions.
We're done with the interview.
Refer to my solicitor.
I don't answer questions.
Fuck, what was I gonna say?
I don't know. I have a weird issue with smoking. I don't really have withdrawal from nicotine, but the activity affects with my brain. Fair. I don't get withdrawals from nicotine at all.
Yeah, it's because
I don't even feel it. No, even when I smoked it routinely, but I don't even feel nicotine.
Yeah, like except you won't until you're addicted. Like,
yeah.
It really just takes like what it was is like I used to smoke casually, wouldn't matter, wouldn't feel that afflicted by it, and then I got, you know, really depressed, or I had some shit going on, I was really stressed, and it gets to that point where if you rely on it when you feel stressed, then all of a sudden you create that connection in your brain where you're like, brain goes stressed, smoke, and I'm a person who stresses a lot. I'm a stress head, not as bad as Friday, but I'm a stress head.
And in the same sense, you know, that's it's why I end up eating too much food when I'm not in a good place. Same principle, you know, when whatever you do to cope with that experience, rather than like addressing the underlying cause, is gonna become habitual, and then you end up needing to rely on that.
With nicotine, it's an addiction. It like.
Oh, it can be an addiction for eating, bro. You can get addicted to anything.
Yeah. No, absolutely. But like chemically, nicotine is addictive. If you have enough of it, you will get addicted. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I think it really does depend on the individual and how they use it.
Yes, but look into it as well.
I'll just say
it's like cocaine.
Sure. Look, maybe.
You know, you do it enough times, your brain will go, I need this.
Well, I don't know. I've probably smoked like ounces of nicotine in my time at this point. Truth be told, I think in my case it's more to do with my Like, and I've got a very addictive personality.
As soon as you get a drink in you, I know as soon as drunk Elliot is addicted to nicotine. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, he certainly is. He hasn't given up on it. Sober Elliot certainly doesn't go near it, but.
No, but drunk Elliot is. Can I hit that? Can I hit that? Can I hit that?
Hey, mind if I hit that real quick? Look at me, give me a cheeky little puff there.
Actually, hang on, give me 1 second. Let me just go grab my vape. I actually need some of that right now.
Yeah, fair enough. Sometimes I find well, in my case, it actually has nothing to do with nicotine. What I find therapeutic about it is actually just the inhalation. You know, it's why I'm not addicted to cigarettes, because at the end of the day, the nicotine is not the thing that I'm enjoying. It's actually like the inhalation. It's why I like vaping more, because you can vape more than you could smoke a cigarette, you know? It's quite enjoyable, vaping. Although vaping also has its own series of problems, by all means, but you know.
Sorry, I missed that. I'm back.
Oh, I was just going on saying, my relationship with nicotine is what it is, because I don't feel nicotine. It's all to do with the inhalation.
Oh yeah, that's
what the process is. And that's why I like vaping.
I love that.
It's very therapeutic.
For me, is the nicotine and both of it all together, really.
Fair.
I haven't put down the vapes yet, but you know, one step at a time. I'm just happy that
vapes a bit better. Vapes are definitely.
Like how long I've been smoking cigarettes for? Pretty hard. Like I've been having
since I've known you, I suppose.
Really? Has it been that long? Surely not.
You picked him up pretty hard, I suppose. Maybe about 6 months into. I suppose when did you? What job were you working? I feel like maybe it wasn't when you were trading. I don't think it was when you were a tradie.
No, it wasn't.
I think it might have been after that. Yeah.
Was it after my breakup with Megan?
I feel like you were smoking through that. I remember there was like a ever-building pile of cigarette butts in your car.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I can't remember exactly when that happened.
Oh yeah,
definitely in your red car.
The Lancer, oh god,
the
that
Lancer
was
not.
filthy.
Yeah, it was. Very filthy.
My god. Yep, that was hilarious.
Yeah,
that was fucking. I remember Nina coming and having a look at it. It was just like a mountain of cigs in the thing. It was just sticking out. It was just like, don't look at my shame pile.
Yeah, well, exactly. You'd need gear to get past that one.
You used to hide my cigarettes. I asked you to bully me for my cigarettes, so I'd quit.
Except you didn't want to be bullied. That was the thing.
I needed a cigarette.
We joked one time that we took his packet of cigarettes and we told him that we threw it in the fire and we burned him. And then he drove off to buy another packet of cigarettes. We didn't throw it in the fire though.
I got in my car. I was like, "You serious?
Need cigarette?"
I got in my car and I just drove straight to that fucking station. They came back and they handed me a cigarette.
And then he was like, "Guys, that doesn't know what I meant by bullying." And I'm like, "What do you mean? We're bullying you right now about cigarettes."
Don't bully me. Just harass me. Tell me to quit.
Yeah.
Call me a filthy dart smoker.
I feel like you were just getting off to that though, you know, it wasn't helping. You were just like, you were getting like a little hate boner.
Yeah, look, what can I say? Maybe I was just trying to, get you into my kinks. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
I go home and, fervorishly.
Oh, I'm so bad!
Fervorishly touch myself. Nah.
Alright.
Alright, on that note.
Yeah, next question. What do you consider the most overrated virtue? You know what virtues are, yeah?
Yeah. Let me just look through them again.
Doesn't have to be the specific Christian virtues. Anything you consider virtuous. Because I don't think everything that Christians think of virtues is necessarily virtuous. But like, I think well, I'm not gonna poison the well with my thoughts on virtues before you say yours. Realistically, if I had a physical friend near me, I'd request them to lock me in their basement for 2 years. What? What do you mean, Beatrice? It's interesting that we've got 2 goblins here, though. On a side note,
I quite like virtues because, like, if someone holds a virtue to themselves, then that's a strong character.
Sure, but it's not about as look. Anyone can hold something to them. Anyone can say this is my virtues, but which virtues are not important, or which virtues are overplayed? Which virtues are given a higher level of priority than they should?
Oh, I mean, I like them all though. That's the thing. I think that's just what a virtue is. It's a good. I would say, probably. I'd probably say gentleness. I think being like. Very soft, being very empathetic. I would say.
You think that's overrated? Do you?
I do. I think that lands a lot of people into it because I think that while I like those kind of people, I think that leads to a lot of problems. I think that in a world that we are now, that more often than not, because my partner herself, again, I admire it in
Yeah,
people,
very
but
virtuous
I
person
also
in that
see it
regard.
taken advantage of, and I'm like, it's these kind of people who are very much ruled by that, get taken advantage of or treated as doormats. You know,
Sure.
Sade, for example, has
Yeah. Well, look, you don't need to go into the specifics. Let's not
yeah, no,
oust
she's
someone's skeletons
no,
in their
no,
closet.
of course not,
Um,
no skeletons. I'm just like obviously like we talked about it openly.
Sure.
She's too kind, too kind.
Sure.
It's like,
Sure. I would argue though. I would argue on that if the person they were being kind to was just the same, they probably wouldn't have that problem.
no, exactly right. Like I said, it's not something I dislike. It's just I like all virtues. I can't think of like, well, you know me. Like, do you think there'd probably one that I would like? I can't think of anything else at the top of my head. Like, I'm going through.
I'm not answering the question for you.
Well, I don't know, but you know me. Like if you think there's something that I missed, because you know me quite well, you've known me for a fair few years. I just personally right this second can't think of anything. I have to look through.
Why don't we start with the Christian virtues, I suppose.
Okay, hang on. Here we go.
What are those? Let me get them up for you if you like. If that.
Here we go. There's 52 virtues. There we go. So here we go.
Oh, well, they have 50. I thought it was like 7 virtues or something in Christianity.
Oh, no, that's the Christianity one. I'm just.
Oh, you're thinking of just random virtues that someone else is putting forward. Okay.
Cleanliness. Fuck you, cleanliness. I ain't talking about that. There we go.
Fair, I've seen your room. Understandable.
Yeah, I care not. It's like whatever. If
I
it can
agree.
Function, sure. You know,
Well,
hygiene, I care. Cleanliness, whatever. You know.
Yeah. Hygiene.
It makes no fucking difference to me. You know.
Well, yeah, I would say that messiness is the natural state of the universe.
Yeah, there you go.
And you're fighting reality by trying to keep it clean, which is like it's a predetermined notion about how things ought to be presented, and it's inevitably going to slip out of that.
Gentleness is up there. I would also say that idealism, in some ways, can be a bit overrated.
You have a hard time choosing one thing here, don't you?
I can't. Like,
well, that's what a lot of this is about. Yeah, it is. It's got to find the ones that you think are the least, the most overrated. Sorry.
Yeah, I would probably stick with gentleness. I'm a big fan of strong and harsh people. I like people who are very sharp. I admire that. Yeah, like I don't know if you've seen. Oh, your brother's a salesman. I don't know if he's got that sales, but he's quite nice, Fraser. But I don't know. Like for Joe, for example, and
he's one of the most gentle people I know, to be honest.
Fraser.
Yeah.
Yeah, it strikes me as such, but you wouldn't think so on that.
Well, exactly.
Level. But
like a dwarf, I'd say a hard exterior. With a heart of gold.
That's all I can. Yeah, I think gentleness is probably.
All right, we'll lock in gentleness. Fair enough.
Lock it in.
We're locking it in. Okay, it evolved from 2 weeks to 104 weeks. I'm not sure. I'd for sure not be smoking after 2 years, for sure. Well, yeah, if they locked you in a basement, you definitely wouldn't have touched cigarettes for 2 years. Your mum's a virtue? Nah.
Your mum's a virtue.
No, you. Hello there, City Rat. How you doing? I'm pretty sure faith is a Christian virtue, so I'd pick that one. Yeah, fair enough.
Faith? Yeah, actually, you're not fucking. Oh, well, I mean, look, faith in religion? No, yeah, fuck that shit. But like, faith in general, I think it's good to have faith.
Yeah, well, look, and then therefore it's not overrated, that is it? Yeah, I think it's mandatory to have faith. I think we all have faith.
Yeah.
It might not be faith in religion, but everyone has faith in something.
Exactly right.
Alright. Well, I used to not when I was younger, but yeah, it didn't work out so well. Alright, let's go next question. On what occasion do you lie?
Ooh.
Yeah.
To my mum. To my mum.
Why's that?
Well, I was up to some very naughty business back in the day.
Naughty boy.
Naughty business. Not some might even say, not necessarily on the legal side of things, and obviously I didn't want my mum to know about that. And I would never ever like I have told her since, but obviously didn't want to. I had to keep a lot from my mum, and that was not just because of that either. It was just because I didn't have a strong relationship with my mum. I tell Dad everything because he doesn't care about me, and I don't care. So
Right.
he didn't really give a
It's
shit.
like a whatever.
But
sort of thing.
Mum and Nan, I would say,
Yeah.
because I don't want to let them down. I don't want to worry them or anything like that.
You want to give
I
them
would.
undue stress.
Well, exactly.
Fair enough.
So some things are better left unsaid.
Yeah, I can agree.
I would
with that.
also lie to spare someone's feelings. We all tell white lies.
Yeah, well, that is.
You know,
Important.
if I care about someone, oh, I don't know. I mean, like these days, I would probably just sugarcoat things, because I think it's important that if there is issues with people, that you should definitely talk to them about it. Especially if it's something that they can fix or work on, perhaps.
Yeah, it's all contextual, I suppose, in that regard.
Yeah.
But I think that's fair enough. Though. You lie to your mum when you have to. Oh, you do.
I would lie to the police.
Yeah.
I'd lie to the police, and I would lie to the government as much as I can.
And even if it's like doesn't benefit me, I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it anyway. Well, exactly right. What's your name? John. Fuck off.
Oh, here we go. We've got a new question for you. A question hit from the audience. What is the point of life when you have all things you want in life? Why live on?
Pleasure.
Sensation. Yeah.
Sensation. Pleasure. It doesn't have to be just a physical sensation.
Well, I'm not saying sensation is necessarily a physical thing. I'm more talking about experience.
Well, exactly.
But what if you've acquired all experiences? You've experienced.
I'd go and redo them all again.
It might not have the exact same level of intensity, but it'll.
Maybe not, but I mean, like, I know how to have fun, Yeah. I do. I'm a very simple man. I do the same things over and over again, and I don't get tired.
I feel you. I'm a pretty habitual guy as well. I can do a lot of the same things I love.
How many playthroughs of Elden Ring do you reckon we'll get through?
Lord knows. Lord knows. If I had all the time in the world, countless.
Oh god. Yeah. Dude, we'd be playing all the time in the world. How much Hum and Stellaris would we play?
Yeah, well, I was playing Hum just yesterday, bro. Don't even get me started.
Oh, dude.
We were doing it on stream.
I love Hum.
It's a good game. Yeah. Found it. Faith in the theological virtue by which we believe in God and believe all that He has said and revealed to us, and that the Holy Church proposes for our belief. Because He is truth itself.
Faith in a religious context. We could at least talk about like the other religions, which are all inherently better than Christianity. Let's be real here.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Christianity.
Yeah, well, that's because that's the one we have the most experience with, I would say.
Yeah.
Turning into fertilizer in 500 years or so. What about that? Honestly, if I did everything and we had everything, I'd just exist out of spite at that point. Yeah. I have a job. I have a great job and an amazing wife, but I just had a birthday. Why do more? I spent my life as an atheist. I think I should become religious. That could help. It could help. Might give you more meaning to your existence. I'd say you can always improve the lives of others.
Yeah, that's nice. It's great satisfaction in that.
There is an exceptional satisfaction that comes out of raising each other up. I would say it's the most fulfilling thing in my case.
Absolutely.
Is improving the lives of others. So yeah, I'd say there's always people that I suppose if everyone had a great life, then it might be a bit more confusing. But
if I had it all and everything, then I want to give it away. I want to give some of that away and share it.
Yeah. Christianity is the only one that speaks to individualism. Have you looked at every religion, pagan included, or ancient forgotten like Greek religions? I don't know. Maybe not Greek. There's just one of the many countless religions we've had across time. Have you thought about spirituality? Because spirituality can be quite personal. I'm a bit of a spiritual person.
I think faith should come from oneself and not from an organization.
Yeah, I agree. I personally, like I say, I'm a spiritual man.
You gotta find your own path and have your own beliefs.
Yeah. You did paganism.
I consider myself quite spiritual as well.
How is paganism for you? All right. Next question. What do you most dislike about your appearance?
At the moment, I'd say my skin. Like I've got a lot of blemishes on my face and sun damage and things like that. I'm starting to look old.
Feeling like a leather boot.
Yeah, I am. I also have like on my back teeth, I'm getting like a bit of gum damage and.
You struggle to pick one thing here, don't you? You never want to pick one. You're like, let me give you a list.
I give like my top couple. Like the things that really come to my head, but it's probably my skin, I would say.
Yeah. Didn't know you were such an indecisive person.
Get out of here. Pull on my leg.
Yeah, if I look in on your stream. Hey, good to have you back, Watermelon.
Hello, Watermelon.
Fair. Look, and I suppose that also ties into your extravagance, you know, about why it's so good, because it's like, you know, it's helping out your, helping out this thing that you feels like a poor aspect of yourself.
Guess I'm not, like, ultimately, I'm not too fussed on my looks. Like, I am what I am. I think my personality far overrides them. You know, I'm not. Like, I'm a short individual, so you know, by society standards, I'm already off the market. You know, I've already missed out. But yeah, no, I it was more about the sensation, the sounds, and the touch. I like having my face and hair touched. I love that. Physical
look,
touch.
You're not short.
I like that.
You're just fun sized, all right?
I'm vertically challenged. I like to think.
Vertically challenged, yeah. Gravity bound.
Gravity bound.
How are you, the person you're talking with? I'm quite well, thank you for asking. Yeah.
And I am doing fantastic. Thank you for asking. Also.
Wasn't that wonderful?
Hope you're well. Who asked that?
This is Watermelon.
Hope you're well too.
As do
I hope
I,
today
as do
is
I.
treating you well.
Hope that week's been everything it can be. All right. Fair enough. Which living person do you most despise? I'm sure you got a lot of answers here, but we got to pick one.
I'm gonna pick one. Scott Morrison. That's not hard. I hate him. He's ruined my pride in my country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to go into detail?
He's a fucking despicable man. He should be locked up in jail. Like, what he has done to our country is nothing short of a crime. You know, he should be locked up. It's really hard to pick between him and Jeff Bezos, actually. But you know, Scott Morrison's a piece of shit. And at the end of the day, Jeff Bezos is a corrupt businessman. Scott Morrison is also a corrupt businessman, but he's taken the role as a leader of our country, and so therefore, I think he's far more accountable.
Well, he has more control over your direct life than Jeff Bezos does.
That too, yeah. If I could run him over with my car in Minecraft, I would.
Yeah. Your Minecraft car.
Yeah, Minecraft car. Yep.
The trouble is, Minecraft cars can't do that because the wheels are square. They don't go anywhere. I mean, it's like the Flintstones. I think in some cars in the Flintstones had square wheels. Alright. Fair. Understandable. Alright. What is the quality you most like in a man?
Strength. Not just in like a physical strength, but not just like in a physical sense, but integrity, in honor, in their beliefs. You know, I like strength in every ideal of the word. I admire that because that's what I want to be. I like.
So you're thinking like resilience as well.
Resilience, yep. Tenacity, anything like that. I can always respect that in a man. You know, and I always tried to be as strong as I possibly can. I want to be, you know, that symbol or pillar of strength to my peers, to not give up and to keep fighting and, you know, fight for what they believe in and believe in themselves. You know?
Yeah, do everything you want to do.
Do everything you want to do. Live the life you want to live. Like, swim against that stream. Please do, you know.
Yeah, well, that's what you want to do.
Yeah, I respect that. I respect that greatly.
Fair enough. So, now the inverse. What quality do you most like in a woman?
In a woman? Strength.
Fair enough. Understandable. Yep. I don't know if that necessarily needs any more explanation.
Yep.
Unless, no, I suppose not, yeah.
Even in physicality as well. I like muscles.
Oh, yeah. Who doesn't love some good muscles?
That's it.
Yeah. Alright. Oh, God, this is one we don't need to ask. I think I already know. I knew what this was like a month ago.
Oh, yeah.
What is the word or phrase you most overuse?
Oh, like, fucking, I have too many of them. Pog, lamau.
Pog was the worst. We had a pog period.
Fucking, I've got so many of them. All the phrases I use are overused.
Every second word that came out of your mouth was pog.
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 Just runs off the tongue. What can I say? Yeah, look, definitely. I have a lot of them.
What do you think is the most overused one at the moment, though?
I mean, I still always go with the classic lamau.
Lamau.
Meow. Can't go wrong with it. At the moment, I have been just using Joseph's. Oh no! Holy shit! Oh my god! Me and Mason always do that.
Man, we've just been quoting JoJo's.
Okay. Alright, I'm done. Alright.
Got it out of my system.
Got me started. Yeah, at the moment, yeah, presently JoJo's lines for sure. I've just been on the JoJo train lately.
Yeah.
Me and Mason be binge watching it.
Yeah, cool. I started my first stream yesterday. I got my first 2 viewers. It wasn't me or anyone I know. Hey, good for you, Watermelon.
Congratulations, Watermelon.
Yeah. Living person to despise the most. I don't know. I pick Elon Musk because he's the stupidest smart person.
It's a good one. It's a good answer.
I'm not a big fan of Elon Musk either. That sounds horrible. It was. It was absolutely horrible. They couldn't stop saying Pog. He even knew how horrible it was.
That's why I used it. It's so bad, it's good.
What the crap is going on? Watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and you might have an idea, but even then, like, God knows.
Oh, look. Shadow was like, what is this show about? I'm like, honestly, don't ask that question.
Who fucking knows?
Who knows? Just sit down and enjoy the ride. Oh, but I haven't even watched the first season. You don't need to. You still wouldn't know what's going on.
Honestly, the second season is where it really gets spicy anyway.
You're
this is
not
where the
wrong.
good shit happens.
I do like Joseph. Joseph is probably my favorite.
This guy seems sane, then what happened? Where we started going on about Pog.
Oh, yeah, look.
This is your brain on Pog.
I seem sane. Whoever said that is a poor judge of character.
Well, look, they are a goblin. Makes sense. Coming from the same walk of life.
There you go, then. Well, maybe we have more in common than you realize if you identify as a goblin.
We kind of already touched on this question, but what or who is the greatest love of your life?
Oh, Sade. At the moment. But again, my friends.
Alright, now look. But look, if you have to take away the obligatory answer you have to give.
No, like I said, my peers.
Yeah.
I couldn't really choose. I think honestly, like, I'm closer with my friends and my family. Probably the person I have the strongest or long-running bond with would be my best friend Arp. He is my family. We have very strong loyalty. He's been my best friend. He was my first friend, first real friend, really. Through my teenage years, and he's stuck by my side ever since. So
that's love, ain't it?
Yeah, well, exactly. I know I can depend on him if I ever need to.
Wonderful.
Arpy's a very dependable man.
Yeah.
I respect him.
Arpy is a good one, most certainly. All right. Fair enough. So here we go. This one's going back to your past, or maybe right now. When and where were you your happiest?
Well, I mean, at the time, probably wasn't that happy when I was younger. I look back and I'm like, fuck, I didn't have anything to worry about.
Yeah, stress-free is nice.
I mean, it's hard to say. I think that, like, going to bed after a long day and being able to cuddle up to someone that you love and not be alone is nice. I feel happy whenever I'm with my friends. I don't. Again, it's not something you can really measure. I just
Sure.
I would say if I'm on holidays or I'm not working and I'm with my partner, it'll probably be when I'm my happiest.
Right. I think that we're looking for a specific memory or a moment.
I don't.
Can you think of one where you felt an overwhelming sense of joy and ecstasy?
Fuck.
It's one of your fondest memories, essentially.
Fondest memories.
People
I have a
remember
lot.
things?
I have so many. I mean, like, a really strong memory. I mean, like, us going out camping and getting up to some fun, maybe not so legal activities. Like, definitely, that has obviously been enhanced by not so legal activities. That was definitely an experience
In Minecraft.
to say the least. In Minecraft, yes. I've got so many of them. I couldn't tell you a time where I felt absolute elation. But when I
camping
was
trips
camping,
were good. Yeah, they were
well,
good.
exactly. I'm out
Great
from my
times.
house and not worrying about work or anything like that.
Yeah,
And
no stresses.
focusing on the feelings that I was going through.
Yeah, focusing on the moment and just being present.
Yeah.
It's a
It was
nice
always
way to
pretty
be.
good. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, fair
No, I have a
enough.
lot of very fond memories with you and Jack when we've been up late and drinking and doing what young people do.
Fucking each other.
So very fond memories of us listening to Flatbush Zombies and just being young. Those are the good old days,
Being young, a young
Oh,
person.
20 or 21. Yeah, hey, look, less to stress about. You put less pressure on yourself,
Sure.
Like now I'm 24. I'm like, oh, I have to be a responsible adult now.
I'm an adult now.
Oh, now I've got a corporate job. Oh, I'm a fucking cog in the machine, Elliot.
Yeah. Well,
Damn.
unfortunately, that's kind of the only way that, well, not the only way, but it's the main way that anyone gets by in society is
Exactly right.
picking some area that they need another freaking gear and slipping right on in.
As long as the pay is right, then I'm happy.
Yeah, well, exactly. Ideally, you're in a spot that's not going to weigh you down.
Well, look, as much as the hours that I'm working, it's a pretty cruisy job. I mean, today I just called you. I was just walking around the office chilling, played some Hearthstone on my phone.
Nice.
So,
Can't be bad.
So hopefully my boss is not on this Twitch watching me right now. So.
Goddamn slacker. The longest friendship I've retained was due to murder. What?
Thank God.
I'm fine. Just short, mad, and stabby like usual. Stabby? Yeah, that's a typical goblin, let's be honest.
That's it.
Nothing out of the ordinary there. The problem is all those cogs are rusty. The machines don't work so great. Yeah. Well, the machine was not designed for the cog's happiness. The machine was designed for the output. At the end of the day. Though, I would argue when you take out those cogs and you take good care of them, you polish them, you keep them in good nick, you'll find that the machine runs better than ever.
That's it.
Unfortunately, it's not always recognized by the people running machines. Alright, so which talent would you most like to have? If you could pick one thing that you could just instantly acquire with the snap of my fingers here, what would that thing be?
I would love to be an amazing actor, or a singer. I'd love to be really good at singing.
Okay.
That'd probably be another talent.
They kind of do go hand in hand, being an actor. It is kind of important for an actor to be able to sing, although not necessarily. But yeah, I could lump them together in one click of the fingers, I reckon.
The talent that I'm working on getting good at is surfing. I'm really enjoying that at the moment.
Bro, we got to choose one.
One. Oh yeah.
One thing. One talent.
Acting.
All right. You want to be an Oscar level actor.
Yeah.
You want to be able to go on stage, slap the shit out of Chris Rock, and then yell profanities, and that just be okay because you're such a good actor.
Yeah, that's terrible.
That's like when people recognize you as an amazing actor. You can just do that. So that's the power that we would bestow upon you. Look, if someone watches this thing years later, that's gonna have no relevance whatsoever.
Oh yeah.
All right, fair. No, I feel you. It's a great talent to have. A rewarding profession. If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be?
I'd like to be really tall. That'd be nice.
Yeah, how tall?
6'2".
6'2". Nice. We're adding a whole extra foot.
I don't know how. Fuck you.
That's a generous estimate, honestly.
Thank you. Fucking. Anyways. Yeah, no, honestly, if I was 6'2", I'd be a killer for sure.
Yeah. You'd be a big man. You could lift a lot.
Oh, dude, I could lift a lot. That would, yeah. You know what? I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I'd be a unit.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I blame Durdle for having people considered in friendship. What do you mean? I'm not sure what you mean by that statement there, Minty. I prefer to be a voice actor over a normal actor personally. Fair. I understand for your situation. It probably makes a lot of sense in my mind. We won't delve into that though. What do you consider your greatest achievement thus far?
I mean, I'd say landing this job.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah. Very happy with that, are you? That's good.
Yeah, I am. Like again, I wasn't sure if I was going to be successful or what the road was to it, and I got lucky, and I realized I beat 12 other people in this interview for the only one position that was available.
Yeah, I told you were gonna knock it out of the park.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. Like, I thought they'd be hiring multiple positions, but I was the best choice. Well, not even that. I had a couple of other factors going for me as well. But they picked me, and I'm like, alright. And yeah, I would say, in terms of work things, that'd be that. I would say otherwise, my best achievement is, more of a.
You don't need to say otherwise,
Personal
There doesn't
one.
need to be an otherwise with every question. We can't just settle on one answer. That is doable.
I cannot. I would say my path to the growth that I've had, in terms of being better.
Yeah, self-improvement.
Self-growth. I think I've come a long way.
Yeah, and we would hope you have.
Yeah.
If you go 24 years without feeling like you've improved, that's not good.
Hey, well, some people don't. Some people think that
maybe
that they're God's gift, I guess. Or, they don't.
I am God's gift to this earth.
Some people think that's everyone else around them that needs to change, not them.
Yeah.
And, a younger arrogant me would have thought like that, but I've
there
had
you go.
pretty big steps in my.
Yeah. Well, there's always room for improvement. There's always something we can look at ourselves and be like, hey, I could do this differently, and there'd be benefit to doing that.
Yeah, I think in hand that it goes with that. I think that I'm a really good partner. I'm proud of being a good partner to my love. So.
Fair enough.
I can make her happy, and I feel very proud when I make her happy.
Lovely. I like that. What's this? I mean, if it wasn't for Dirtle, I'd never have met you and the other victims. True enough. You never would have been given the opportunity to murk me in Amogus. Countless times. I made a very special Minecraft server for my viewers. I don't know why I wanted to pronounce that with a W, but I tried. And friends. The special thing about it is powers. I do so everyone that joins gets a power. Getting a stack of one sport eggs every day, or having an elytra and fireworks to start with. Oh, that's cool. Right on. Giving them some cool little extra something to start off with. Nice. Next question. If you were to die and come back as a person or a thing, what would it be? It could be anything.
A younger version of me. I don't know.
Want to be born again?
Yeah. Hit the refresh button. Live it all again. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
I wouldn't really want to be anything. Like, I wouldn't want to be another person. I like me. Otherwise, if I would be reincarnated into something else.
There's not an otherwise. There doesn't need to be otherwise.
You
can just choose one.
I cannot.
It's fine.
Alright. Yeah, I'd like to be born as myself. Have another shot at life. Go through it again.
Yeah. It's fair. Yeah.
Be able to.
Just one V there, Watermelon. Just one. The first one is the V. You had it right otherwise. I don't know why a dyslexic guy is giving you advice on how to spell. What stake do I have in this? Lord fucking knows. Hey there, hamburger. Hope your day's going well.
It's not a real thing. I'm gonna be reincarnated as Thud.
Thud, the Goliath barbarian, 8-foot wall of muscle.
Oh yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay. So, where would you most like to live?
Oh.
So we've kind of looked at like the specific house that you'd have, but where would that place be?
New Zealand.
You reckon New Zealand, huh? Hold on, let me just close my door real quick. Shit. I'll see you later, Watermelon. Yeah, I'm back.
I would love to live in Hobbiton.
Hobbiton? Yeah?
Yeah.
Just buy a house there, set up, or live in a little hole.
Yeah, it'd be more ideal if my friends were there too. Though.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
I don't want to move far away from the people that I care about.
True enough. Yeah. I can understand that. And look, a place like Hobbiton is very beautiful. I've been there. Quite a nice place. I went there while they were setting up for the set of The Hobbit, so it was like in the transitional phase between the two sets, which was interesting to see the creation.
That would have been amazing.
Yeah, because they added like a ton of extra Hobbit holes. I don't know if there's anything actually behind the Hobbit holes. You might actually have to get your house built in there.
No.
You're gonna have trouble though, because if that's your ideal place, like I don't know if you're gonna have that oceanside view that you were looking for.
No. Well, maybe I'd live close to Hobbiton then. I mean, they have a little water there. They have a little pond.
Well, yeah, you could have a pond. You could definitely have a pond. It wouldn't be the ocean, but yeah, you'd have more like a river.
It'd still be nice.
Yeah, it would be. Can't
But like, if I had a house on the beach in New Zealand, in a beautiful part of New Zealand, that would be amazing.
Yeah, New Zealand's a great place. In fact, so great. A lot of the richest people in the world agree. You know, there's all those what do they call them? The apocalypse shelters are built over in New Zealand.
Oh wow.
You know, like where essentially they've got like these silos built into the earth. When shit hits the fan, well, you go there and you just like live it out.
You feel like doing some squatting? You have to be there for 15 years and then it comes out.
Exactly. I don't know if that's how squatting laws work in New Zealand, but let's hope so.
It works like that in Victoria, so.
Yeah, it works like that here. Yeah, I think if you tend to the land, it might actually be 10 years, not 15 in New South Wales.
I'm not too sure. I know in Victoria it's 15.
I was looking at it not too long ago, but I don't know if I remembered it. But
like,
yeah,
that's how you acquire property. We just squat there for 15 years.
Yeah, well, if you want to if you take, for example, some land in your local area and you just start tending to it, mow it every week, for, what, 10 years, you own the land 10 years later, so.
Nice.
It's pretty nice. Yeah. Except there's already people that do that with all the empty land patches in my local area, so.
Damn.
Yeah. It's nice enough though, because then my dog walks through there. She's happy. Would you call yourself a human or an animal? I'd say humans are animals. What do you think?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm not above an animal.
No, absolutely not. Animals are better than us, really, in some ways.
Yeah, in some ways, I can agree with that.
Look, our sentience is both our upcoming and our downfall.
Yeah. If Minty could be reborn, then Minty would be Minty. Understandable. Become your inner goblin.
That's it.
You agree with animal as well? Fair enough. What's your reasons? What is your most treasured possession, my friend?
My PC.
My computer, the beast.
My computer. Yes.
I'd
I'd be a happy man as long as I have my gaming PC.
Yeah, look, I know why, but why don't you extrapolate?
I just love my video games, and you know what? The biggest source of entertainment, you know? I can do everything on here, you know?
Yeah, you get a lot of choices on a PC.
I'm a very, very simple man. I like my games. I like my PC. I don't have anything that's like particularly valuable or amazing. Like sentimental items I don't really possess. You know. So yeah, my PC for sure.
Yeah, that is the perfect note answer. Most certainly.
There you go. That's one answer for you. No more. I've got nothing.
Wait, hold on. Do you have no other things that you want to throw in?
No, not in this case.
You sure?
I'm certain.
Going once.
No.
We've locked it in. Apparently, if somebody possesses another person's land continuously for a minimum of 20 years without objection from the legal owner, the squatter can apply to Land Information New Zealand (LINUS) for ownership, with a few questions asked. Yeah. Well, there you go. So it's similar to the Australian law, but you got to wait longer. 20 years is a long time, a very long time. Yeah. But yeah, you have squatters' rights are a thing around a lot of places.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, here we go. This one's a bit more intense. What do you regard as the lowest depth of misery? The ultimate sadness? Your hell, per se.
Loss.
Loss?
Yeah.
Is this loss?
Yeah, I would say that.
Why loss?
It's just hard. I have a hard time letting go.
Yeah, once you had something and it was part of your experience only to lose it.
I lament quite strongly over that.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Loss.
These things that they link, the absence of them lingers.
Indeed.
And that's what brings about the misery. Yeah, no, it's understandable, you know. And there's a song that a lot of us remember, I'm sure. You only know you love her when you let her go, you know. And far too often, it's far too true.
Can't listen to that song.
It's too much.
Yeah, I remember. It's been like a few. I swear that song always comes around whenever you go through a breakup. You're like,
it's a rough one. It is a rough one. It hits hard.
It's a shame. I really love singing that song as well.
Yeah, no, I quite like it as well. I think it's I don't really know much of Passenger's other music, but that's the only song I know, and it's just an amazing song.
It's a good song.
He's also a great example of a person that does not fit their voice. Like, you look at him, he looks a bit like me, I suppose, with a bit more hair on top. And he's like a big fella, you know, a bit like Ed Sheeran type, like, you know, bulky, with a beard. I don't know if he still looks like that. This is what?
Oh, yeah, you definitely wouldn't expect him to be singing that.
Yeah, because he's got a very soft and tender voice, you know.
I mean, he's small though. He's very small.
Exactly, he's a very small guy.
But he's got a rough he's got like a big beard and.
Yeah. I'd imagine him to be like a gruff kind of fellow, but he doesn't really fit that.
No, really, his face, yes, body, no.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm thinking voice.
Like he's built like a teenage schoolboy.
Yeah, true enough. I enjoyed that Vitriol's interview is like 90% philosophical, apparently. It's just where things go, you know. It's just where things end up. I think I'm out of order now, unfortunately, but we're just gonna have to roll with it. The Bee Gees also didn't look like they should have their voices. Yeah, definitely. But I think they were putting on a fair bit of their voice. I feel like Passengers is his natural voice. You know. Let Her Go. Dang, that was 10 years ago. Jeez. That song. How about that?
There you
go. Would you think depression coming from human choice, or is it it's just a brain's cause? What do you think the depression is coming from? Well, are you asking the question, do you think depression comes from our choices, or it's like innate within you?
I'd say the latter.
Well, that's if that's the question. I'm not really sure exactly what they mean, but yeah.
That makes sense to me. You know, are we depressed because we think sad things, or are we ultimately going to be depressed because of our sentience? And I think it's definitely the latter. I think that, you know, there's I don't know the term for it, but like, in a way, we are the cause of our suffering, our sentience, our knowing of our life and death is what causes us sadness.
Yeah.
You know, we can interpret things like loss. You know, if an animal, you know, it doesn't think about when it's going to die. It's just not a thought that occurs. You know, or it doesn't worry about its achievements. It's only wondering when its next meal is going to be.
I think I was listening to a yogi in the Joe Rogan's podcast who was talking a lot, like, he's a guru type, you know. He was talking a lot about where our experiences come from, and ultimately sadness exists within the self. It can sometimes be external things that induce that experience, but it all begins and ends up here.
Yep.
Or in here, wherever you think your thoughts originate from, wherever. It's all internal.
I'm going to assume you're gesturing to your heart or your head then.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Essentially, it's a lot of the whole idea of what he was going on about is how you can improve your life by simply choosing going about different ways in which you respond to stimuli. Where, you know, perhaps rerouting the way you think about things can sometimes make you feel happier because you're no longer focusing on things in the way that you are. And I think that's why I know when I was going to school, they focused so much about headspace and talking about negative head talk and how negative head talk can have horrible, impactful experiences on you. Because when you focus more and more on the negatives, like, you can find people that are exceptionally content and happy within their lives despite having very little. While you can also find people that are rich and, they are the haves versus the have-nots. And despite having all the things they have, they feel empty and sad. Because the contentness doesn't really matter about what you have. It's about how you feel about it. And if you can change yourself to be more on the idea of, I am happy with what I have. I'm content. This is good for me. I accept this, and just find that inner peace. Then yeah, I suppose you'll find yourself getting out of that depression. So to answer your question, I suppose I actually think it's a bit of two things, because there are some people that are biologically predisposed to depression as well. Unfortunately, some people's brain chemistries literally have chemical imbalances.
Oh yeah, don't get me started on chemical imbalances.
So there's definitely a part of it that is just the aspect of existence itself. For some people, can just be depression inducing, where you have no real reason, and then the only way to level that balance out is sometimes just a pill. But that's not everyone. It's just it's a subsector of people. But yeah, so I think it's a bit of both, depending on who you go to. I think that's the difference between sadness and depression. Sadness, being just like the choices you've made, while depression is like why are you breathing into your mic? Ugh.
Can you hear me?
My ears.
I muted myself. Sorry, I thought I muted myself.
No.
Wait, hang on. Let me test. Can you hear me now?
No, if you're breathing into it, no, I can't. When you said can you hear me now? I could hear you though.
Oh, that's weird. So I flicked the. Can you hear me now?
You're cutting in and out there.
All right. The mute switch when I'm connected to my PlayStation controller is a bit funky. I think.
Weird.
Sorry about that. I was I meant to mute myself.
Yeah. When I hear the word depression, my go-to is clinical depression. Yeah, exactly. The whole idea of essentially a sadness that has no reason. That is what clinical depression is. Yeah. It's the idea that someone feels horribly depressed without cause, which isn't an actual mental disorder. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, there is when we're talking about depression versus sadness, it is important to make these distinctions. Although to some people, depression isn't about a clinical thing, it's more about a more profound sadness. But I would say there's probably better words for it than depression, like misery or hell, which in my mind, hell is like the ultimate sadness. Well, it's because hell is a place in my mind where you've lost all freedom of choice. It's where you no longer have any will in. You think everything is hopeless because there is nothing you can do about the situation. That's and that's why I find it to be the most profound sadness, because it's the most disempowering way of thinking. When you've landed in hell, there is no point doing anything because there is nothing good that can be done. There's no help that will get you out of this situation. There is no way to alleviate the sadness. There is no way to make things better. That is, in my idea, in my mind, the absolute saddest you can be. Just like despair. Yeah, well, total, unending, unalleviable. Alleviable? I think that's a word. Sadness. Yeah. All right. Let's go on to the next question. We got a little sidetracked there. What's your favorite occupation? Maybe you've already mentioned it. Job.
Yeah. Sales. Yeah.
Really? Oh, okay. I would have guessed acting.
Oh well, I mean, I don't have that occupation. But
well, it doesn't have to be an occupation you're doing.
Oh right, we are acting.
It could be any occupation.
Yeah, acting.
Okay, fair. Why is that?
I just think it'd be really fun. I just enjoy it. I just love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love to do it.
I'm well aware from when we had you over for the drunk stream, we were doing our impromptu.
Oh yeah, that's fun. I do like that.
I think we should do some monthly impromptu.
Look, I'd definitely be down to do some improv acting. Yeah. It's great.
Essentially, the idea is, guys, we come together one day a month where we get a few people in here. We're going to have like a few written down ideas of situations that we're going to do. And then we're also going to throw it to you guys. And you're allowed to just hit us with scenarios that we will just fall into and act like we're in there. And try and turn it into something interesting.
Like, imagine like a bank robber trying to rob a bank and the person's just like, so tired with their job, they're just treating them like every other customer. So I have to ask you to wait in line.
So please, there's other people that are waiting ahead of you right now, so this is exceptionally inappropriate.
We're in a bank right now. I'm gonna have to ask you to keep your voice down, okay?
Like, come on now. Yep. It's library rules here.
Have you come here without an appointment?
You do need a book. Look, if you're trying to take out a serious transaction, you will need an appointment. Yep. Now, we do have some slots free, and there might even be one free right now, but. Hold on, I just have to check the system.
Let me just check the manager.
That would be entertaining.
Yeah, right until it's like, okay, we're just about to get your transaction. Oh, unfortunately, we're closed now. It's 5 p.m. I clock off.
Sounds like a convoluted way to ask someone their dream job. Well, to be honest though, a dream job isn't always the same thing. Because look, someone's favorite occupation might be like, oh, I love being a dance teacher, but it's not my dream job because it pays like shit. I love doing it, but I can't live off it.
My dream job would be doing what Jeff Bezos does, absolutely fucking nothing, and he gets paid for it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about nothing, but
no, like nothing. But I mean, it's all set up now. He's just getting paid.
Yeah. Thanks for popping by, God of Isekai. It was a pleasure having you here, and maybe I'll catch you later sometime.
My dream job would be to own my own bar. That's like my little passion project. I love to own a bar.
Yeah, but that's not necessarily your favorite occupation, though.
Oh no.
There you go. Yeah, because sometimes, unfortunately, the pressures of reality can get between favorite versus dream.
Exactly.
I don't know. Okay. So, what is your most marked characteristic?
Ooh. Like marked as in like noticeable?
I would say that's what they're getting at here. So what most stands out about you?
My eccentricness, I guess. My personality as a whole.
I'm just not like the other girls. I'm quirky.
Yeah. You know. Yeah. I would say that. I would say. Maybe my charm. Maybe that.
Your charm. And I suppose that's part of it's part of the person that you are. Yeah, it's part of your eccentricness for certain. Exactly. You're the unique element that is you.
Exactly right.
Yeah. Fair enough. What do you see as your charm? Beyond that, I suppose.
Maybe just is my eccentricism, my ability to hold a conversation, or sit down and chat, have a laugh, have a bit of banter.
Yeah.
Otherwise, well, what others might say my most marked characteristic would be how loud I am.
Yeah. I don't know if that's you could say that's a characteristic, but I don't know if that's necessarily, unless you're talking about like personality loudness, not like actual auditory loudness. Both. I feel like, yeah, because look, you definitely are both, but I don't know if like just being a loud person voice wise, like sure it's a marked characteristic, but I don't know if that's the
character trait, really. No.
Yeah, exactly. Is it a character trait? I suppose to some sense, character traits could also be those sort of things. I guess.
True. You're not wrong.
I don't know. I was thinking more personality-wise, though. That was where my mind went first. But now I'm thinking about it, I guess it could be either or. So we just have had Minty go and redeem nothing for the second time.
Woo! With the Nothing Club.
Yep, welcome to the Nothing Club round 2. They have actually acquired 20k points on Twitch. 20,000 channel points and wasted them on literally nothing. Well, not literally nothing, I suppose. They do get to be added to the command nothing. Well, added to this version of it with an extra ×2 now. Laptop? What, you don't know? You know laptop.
Lip laugh?
Lollipop?
Yeah.
Log.
Log.
Blog.
Block.
Yeah. I don't know why people like the nothing command so much. People gotta stop. I shouldn't have given them nothing. That was the trouble. Alright. What do you most value in your friends?
Oh, I've already listed that one.
Yeah.
Well, I would say so. Like overall, integrity.
Yeah.
How reliable.
And so that's not necessarily coming into honesty there though. That's more just thinking about, like when you say reliable, what are you thinking? Let's extrapolate on that.
Okay, it comes down to honesty. If you're an honest
really?
person,
Okay.
Well, if you're honest, you're reliable. I know what to expect from you.
Well, I suppose. What if all right, here's an idea. I say to you, hey, next week, let's catch up, go skiing. On this day at this time. We do all that. We plan it all out. And then it's like the morning of when we're about to leave, I message you, hey dude, sorry, some stuff's come up. I can't do it. Here's the stuff, whatever.
Let's say theoretically it happened. I would know that if you gave me that reason, it wouldn't be because you give me a bullshit reason. It's because I know something has legitimately come up.
Sure, I've told you the truth, but does that make me a reliable person?
Yes.
Can you rely on me to? Well, you can rely on me to be honest.
I can rely on the fact that if you ever ask me to go to the beach, I know you're probably pulling my leg.
Sure. Except the last time we went to the beach, I suppose.
Oh, no, I couldn't believe it. I feel like that was because there was a certain someone there that may have motivated you to go along with that.
Yeah. Look, good vibes can carry me along to the beach. It's true. It's not usually my go-to place, but look. Plus, it's a place of my childhood. We chose to go to an area of nostalgia. It's little to do with the beach, more to do with the exact location. You know, it's a place that I spent a lot of time in.
I see.
Fair. Still don't know if that would make me a reliable person, though. I think it would make me an honest person. I'm not sure if I agree with your definition of reliability, though.
I can't think of a time you've ever cancelled on me anyway, so to be honest.
Alright, what about this? What if I told you before, I'm gonna go with Minty's reasoning. I'm sorry, I'm just too lazy to go, I really don't feel like it.
Well, I mean, yeah, theoretically, but whenever you ever made...
It's a hypothetical, I'm not saying that is what it is, I'm just saying if I did that, would I be reliable?
It depends how often it happens, doesn't it?
What if I do it all the time? I tell you every time
before. Obviously, yes. If if you make plans to me and you constantly didn't go to them, no, you wouldn't be reliable.
Sure.
Or hypotheticals.
Sure. Well, I'm just saying though, like, because that's what you're getting at with integrity in here, though. It's like reliability. So that's why I'm saying that's
integrity and reliability, and they all kind of go hand in hand. Honesty, integrity, reliability. They're all connected.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, see, this is one where you can give multiple answers as well, I feel. As with all of the other questions, apparently. All right, fair. Who are your favorite writers?
Brent Weeks.
Who?
Brent Weeks.
Brent Weeks?
Brent Weeks. Yes, he wrote
Who's that?
He's an author. He's a writer.
Thanks for clarifying. I had no idea.
I know. Right? Well, I don't know what the fuck you want me to say. He wrote
the
Night Angel trilogy, and he wrote.
Wait, which trilogy?
Night Angel trilogy.
Night
Angel.
Night Angel. Okay. You're speaking very fast there, so.
Sorry. Really
excited.
Good read. Yeah, it was a really great read. He's a very entertaining writer. I really loved his books. It was either that or no. Okay, anyways, Brent Weeks.
Brent Weeks. Well, why Brent Weeks? What about him makes so entertaining though? You know.
He's a really entertaining writer. So his characters are really likable or dislikable. There's a lot of parts that you'll just laugh out loud in his books because he's just got a good sense of humor. The philosophy that he talks about, and the religious aspects of his books are all very intriguing. It's very fast-paced writing. He's no Stephen King, where you read 800 pages and then you get a kind of moment, you know. All of it was just like you get to like the final 300 pages and you just don't want to put the book down. It's great.
Yeah, a real page turner.
Oh, absolutely.
Fair enough. Sounds like a good author. I hope you're all taking notes. All right. So, who is your hero of fiction?
In fiction, in real life?
Yeah. No, fiction.
Oh right, yeah.
Fiction's fantasy. You're thinking non-fiction. Hold that for thought for a second. They seem to be considering them able to rely on your answers, but not the person. Yeah, rely on reliability and honesty. Yeah. My favorite author is William. I don't know who that is. Williams? This doesn't sound like a full name, or maybe it is. Just go by William.
I mean, from that book, a little known hero would be. Oh, I don't know if he's my hero anymore, but.
Was a character you liked that, was it?
Yeah, I really liked Durzo Blin, which is my account name for a lot of things.
Yeah, it is.
Otherwise, probably Gandalf.
Let's go with the one that your heart first went to. Which one do you think that was? It seemed like Durzo Blin's what you first came up with because that was that's your favorite.
I mean, I really liked the book at the time. It's been a long time since I read the books, but I've more recently watched Lord of the Rings. So, in terms of actual qualities, I would say Gandalf, because like Durzo Blitz's cool. He's fucking cool. He's not exactly a good guy though,
Right,
so to speak.
right.
He's an assassin and
Sure.
a real hard ass at that. But
Yeah.
I'd say Gandalf. You gotta love him. He's essentially a demigod. Like, come on now.
Okay, right on. Fair enough. So, you've picked Gandalf though. What traits about Gandalf are there that you would consider heroic? You identify with?
He's the master of the secret flame. So he
The secret flaming.
Yes. He's the catalyst for the group. You really see that when they think that he dies, it's just like all their hope is lost. He motivates and keeps his team together.
Yeah, he does.
He's that pillar of strength. He's that pillar of hope.
Yeah, in both tales actually.
Yeah, and he's a leader, and he's a protector, and what's not to like about goddamn Gandalf? He's an old wizard, and he creates fireworks for little kids, and I love Gandalf.
His beard is just too long. It's just too long.
Too long? There's no such thing.
I just don't like the color of his robe, you know?
Get out of here. Nah.
I just think the way that the light catches his eyes, not very nice to look at.
I don't know, his eyes twinkle. It also helps that the actor who plays him is just also a wonderful, wonderful human being as well.
Fair. What's not to like about Gandalf? He old? Look, that's fair. Old people.
No, let's not go that far. I mean, I hate old people.
The only thing I need for someone to be a hero is to be old. Congratulations, you made it this far through life.
He's thousands and thousands and thousands of years old.
Oh
He
yeah,
just
exactly.
The appearance of an old man. He chose to be young if he wanted
He could be
to.
anything. Well, but the old man is like the quintessential like fantasy character that just bestows wisdom. It's the old wizard.
That as well.
It's a bit of a cliche, really.
Into a false sense of security because he's really goddamn strong.
Yeah.
Motherfucker fought Balrog with a
Straight up.
With a goddamn dex build, dude. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Dex int build, I'd say.
I don't think he had dex, bro. I don't think he had any of
Yeah,
it.
bro, he was the dex int build.
That's the magic, bro. That's his magic,
Have you
bro.
seen it? Remember, he used Glamdring, alright? Like, come on now.
True, he does cut down. Oh yeah, Glandriel.
Glamdring. Galadriel's the
Yo, that's the other one.
That's the elf. That's the
I thought that was the elf blade.
No, Galadriel is the elf. Glamdring is the sword that he wields. It's I'm no
expert.
Foe hammer.
Foe hammer.
The foe hammer is what its nickname is. It's either that or it's the. Yeah, it's the foe hammer. I'm pretty sure.
I think the goblin isn't the goblin definition of it just like cutter or something or bleeder.
No, that's the other sword. That's the one that Thorin uses.
Yeah.
But it is something like that. But no, the foe hammer is.
I think they both have some name by.
Yeah,
goblin,
that's their goblin name. So
yeah, I like the goblin names because goblins hate them.
Yeah, the foe hammer by goblins. And the one that Thorin wields, I think, is it's called the biter or something like that.
Fair. Oh yeah, biter. That's definitely that is definitely one of them. I did recently read through The Hobbit. I should know. Like 2 weeks ago, so I think so. Shows how much I took out of it. My favorite. Most people just call him Shakespeare, but I prefer the first name.
It's Orchrist. Orchrist, the one that.
Yeah. Orchrist the foe hammer.
No, Orchrist
Is that it?
and the foe hammer. Glamdring is what the elven name for Gandalf's sword is, and it's called the foe hammer in the Goblin tongue. The sword that Thorin uses is called Orchrist or Orchrist. In Goblin tongue, I prefer
Orcrizzle.
Orcrizzle my nizzle.
Yeah, Deb straight. What's poppin'? Alright. Imagine that old people smell if multiple centuries old. God damn, imagine how bad Gandalf smells. He's got magic on his side. He probably smells like flowers and buttercup and all sorts of other delicious things.
Lavender.
Yeah. Anything ending in ill sounds like an elf. Yep. Yeah, no, true.
Yeah,
it's got to have that kind of wispy nature to it. All right, so let's take a turn. I'm not sure how big you are on history, but what historical figure do you most identify with?
I can't think of anyone I really identify with, dead or alive. Apart from my partner, actually. You know, I think this is the only person.
They're not a historical figure.
Not a historical figure, not yet, anyways. But
okay.
yeah,
so there was this guy named Adolf, and he was a really good painter.
I was gonna make a joke like that. I was gonna like, so who's that? Who's not Adolf? The other piece of shit.
Stalin, maybe.
Stalin, yes.
He had really strong ideals.
I don't know. What are some anarchists that I would know?
I don't know, bro. You tell me.
Some people that really.
I can think of one. I don't know if he's necessarily an anarchist so much as just doesn't give a shit. Maybe he's more like the first troll. You have Diogenes.
Diogenes? Oh, that's going way back when. Very little.
All right, I'll give. Look. He's such a great character. I got to give a brief overview of him. You're gonna love him. Well, maybe you won't. You'll probably hate him. Most people hated him. Diogenes was essentially born into a nice, I believe, Greek family. This is like the time of Socrates and whatnot. Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, see, I've got to mute myself and it just doesn't work. Alright, don't worry.
Just use Discord mute, bro. So Diogenes essentially was, he was born into, a pretty good family at the time. But he chose to live out on the streets, with essentially like, with the minimal required aspects of existence. Like this is the tale goes.
Is this the guy that just used to like fucking live in a bin?
He lived in a bin.
Yeah. I know this. It was covered in Mad Lads.
Yeah, exactly. He was.
He was a Mad Lad.
He would publicly masturbate. Often, he'd shit and piss out in the streets because he's kind of like the first. Like, there's examples of him where he'd go in and he'd like to troll the philosophers of the time. Like, I think
I love to see this man.
The definition of a human was like it's like a bipedal creature without webbed feet or something. That was their definition of human. And one day, a hairless bipedal creature without webbed feet. And then he came in one day with a hairless chicken and said, and held it up in front of everyone and was like, "Behold, a human."
Behold, dog ahead.
Yeah, exactly.
Human ahead.
He was just there to troll people. And, very quickly they changed their definition of human. So, there's he was a bit of a shithead. Like, he would go around with a lantern and shining it in people's face and would just like tell people, can anyone show me an honest man in Greece or Rome or wherever he was from? I forget. He was just a fucking menace to society, really. He would harass people, like.
What a guy.
Yeah, what a guy. But that's neither here nor there. That's not a historical figure you identify with. We gotta find someone that you can think of. Some character from history. Doesn't it? Could be recent history. Ned Kelly? Oh yeah.
Ned Kelly, yeah.
Why Ned Kelly?
He fought for what he believed. Good on him. And
he was a bandit.
He might have been a bandit. Maybe I'm a little bit of a bandit of sorts. More in the sense of the word than literal. But I was rooting for him. He had good reason to take down the police at the time. They're fucking bastards.
Yeah.
It was a bushranger. That's how I choose to see him as. I think he was a real hero of the people.
Sure.
He was a man of the people, for sure.
Yeah, I haven't looked back into the story.
Except for the people that he robbed. We will forget about those people.
Yeah, because I don't think he was robbing. He wasn't like a Robin Hood.
No, not exactly. But he was polite and gentlemanly about it. I like that.
Look, sir, I'm going to leave you in your underwear out here in the woods, and I don't want any hullabaloo about it.
He was an honorable man, and he lived life the way he wanted to. I respect that.
He did go out with a bang.
He did.
Man was shot and killed.
Yeah, after some fucking bastard ratted them out. He would have killed all those police. He would have got him if their plan was. And do you know why? Do you know whose undoing was his sense of honor? He spared some people. He was like, all right, I don't want to hold you here for that long. And they went off and squealed on him after he generously let them go.
Yeah, big mistake. The moral of that story is never offer mercy, ever.
Yeah, exactly.
I kid.
Gentleness, be undoing.
Yeah, well, I suppose it's all about who you're gentle to.
Well, exactly. People will take advantage of that.
Everyone is a historical figure if you look to yesterday, true enough. I mean, a hairless chicken is just like a chicken, right? But he was just trying to make fun of what they were defining as a human, because their definition also covered that chicken.
And a bunch of other things as well.
Well, exactly. Yeah. Theoretically, that was just probably the easiest one he could get his hands on.
Exactly right.
My teacher when I was in school said I reminded her of Theodore Robert Bundy. Is that Robert Bundy? Ted Bundy? Is that Ted? I don't know.
Yeah, it's his cousin, isn't it? Something like that.
No, I feel like Theodore's short for Ted, but honestly, I don't know. Oh, it is. Oh, there you go. That's unfortunate. That is Ted Bundy. Yeah, well, there you go. There you go. Why did they think that? Was it just looks? Hello there. It's a me, Amalia. 2. You made a second account. Oh, why? Why do you have 2 accounts?
Watch you twice as much.
Yeah, once was never enough. Okay, fair enough. Ned Kelly is a cool historical figure, I'll say, as far as Australian history goes. Damn, Vic, you got more jaw than Jay Leno? Shit, dog. Look at that jawline. It's all in the beard, you know? Who are your heroes in real life? Now you can list as many as you like. Doesn't have to be someone you know either, you know?
Fuck. I don't really have any, I guess.
Some people that have done something amazing.
Well, I mean, like, I guess the first time I've really had someone that, like, I'm really relying on and is fucking giving me a golden ticket as my boss currently. I'm gonna go buy him a nice big bottle of liquor because he is my golden ticket to a successful career, and he is protecting me.
What do you define as a hero then?
Someone who helps people.
Helps people in need?
Yeah, well, I'm not really a person in need, but this is just personally what my heroes are, and I don't really have any that I can think of that I'm like, this person is, like, almost guaranteeing my success in a career. That's like a pretty big. Working corporate is scary.
Yeah.
You know, dude made like one comment to someone and got in trouble for it. Like, I learned firsthand that it's like swimming with sharks, and I don't know. It's just it's I was like, oh, it can't be as bad as what I thought it would be. Nope, it's worse. There you go then.
Oh, there you go. Well, look, if that's the person you consider to be a hero, fair enough. It's interesting that you can't think of any heroes.
I want to be my own hero, really. Like, I want to be a hero for others.
What, by giving people jobs?
By just helping them in whatever way I can.
Yeah.
You know, while my friends all do help me, I'm very, I don't know. Like I said, yeah. Even then, like, it's a very loose definition of what I see as a hero in my boss, you know, but this is someone I'm like, oh my god, this person I'm fucking so lucky to have met, because they've got me a job, and they've secured my job, and securing my future, so that's pretty big.
Fair enough. Billy Joe Armstrong? Yeah, hero to a lot of people. I don't think, that's the dude who got on the moon, right? I don't fucking know. Shows how much I know about the world. He was the first guy to walk on the moon, but also, there's the other dude that was with him that's like the lesser known guy that I've also forgotten. That, no one ever remembers. Feels bad to be that guy. That's the lead singer of Green Day. Oh, well, look, they're both Armstrongs. Close enough. Also, my band. Oh, I'm starting to think this interview is sourced from elsewhere. It is. In fact, we're actually going through the Proust Questionnaire. It's not. I didn't make this up. No, sorry. It's meant to be. Once we answer all these questions, we're going to understand the truth of politics, man. indeed. Also my band, are your heroes because they have given me an opportunity to express myself creatively without judgment. Fair. Arachnid Fellow is my hero. I don't know who Arachnid Fellow is. You could say that I smiled at, but I don't think I did. Politics Man is who we're talking to right now. If I had to pick a person I would call a hero that is currently alive, I would think Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast does give a lot of opportunities to people. Does help people out. He creates a lot of entertainment. Tries to do a lot of good things in his life. I don't know if that's all like how I imagine the word hero and what hero means to me. Arachnid Fellow is Spider-Man, but from Chicago. Oh. It's when your mom's like, you're like to mom, hey mom, can we have Spider-Man? And they're like, we have Spider-Man at home, and that's what you have at home.
Mr. Beast.
No, Arachnid Fellow.
Oh.
Alright. Florida Man. Oh, man. Good old Florida Man. Are they related to Florida Man? Quite possibly. What are your favorite names?
Like for me?
Yeah.
Like as in like names or pet names or
just names. What names do you like the most?
Pretty cool name.
Can you think about it for a sec? Hey there, Danny of the internet. We are currently going through the Proust Questionnaire with my friend to uncover the truths of their soul. We're almost at the end of it, actually.
I would say Ezekiel, Azoth, Azareth, William. I do like the name William. It's a nice name.
You like Willie?
I like Willie. William's a good strong name. Why
is it a strong name?
I like the name Abigail. I don't know, it just is to me. I just like the name William, right?
Yeah, it's fine. It's all arbitrary. You find it strong for reasons that you can't explain.
Yeah, it's just a good name. William.
Yeah, I'm definitely on board with all the other non-conventional ones.
I think maybe it's Pirates of the Caribbean that's really instilled that in me, I guess.
Who's William in Pirates of the Caribbean?
What do you mean who's with Bootstrap Bill? His son's named after him. William Turner.
Oh yeah, true. I haven't watched that movie in forever, bro.
Bro, you should. It's a good movie.
Yeah, like the first few ones are. True.
First few ones are.
How's your day going, Danny? What have you been up to? Not even helping people. I picked Mr. Beast because he's trying to fix the hell humans have created by destroying the planet. To some extent. Truth be told, I don't know if what he's doing is necessarily the most productive thing in that regard, but it's something, I guess. Because I think, like, for his whole thing, like, planting, like, 1 million trees or whatever it was, is, like, to be honest, that's, like, a drop in the ocean. Maybe, look, for wildlife, and for giving wildlife places to live, maybe that's a good thing, but for actually, like, fixing, like, the carbon dioxide issue, I believe, sea life is actually, like, if something that would help would be, sifting out all of the trash from the oceans, because that's stopping plankton from photosynthesizing, which is actually, like, the main, and other, like, similar life forms. It's like algae and whatnot. It's like stopping them. They're like the main source of food in the food chain for a lot of creatures. Like they're the lowest level, and they also, I believe, contribute the most to getting rid of the CO2. So look, it is a thing that's helpful, I suppose, but I don't know if it's the best way to go about it. But hey, you know, you can always be on the sidelines and say there's always better ways. But at least he's doing something, you know. It's better than me. What am I doing? I'm just recycling. I'm just putting my stuff in the right bins, you know. I pick up trash here and there, but like, William Afton is my hero. I don't know who that is. You have a lot of heroes. It does seem it. William is a strong name because it has some girth when you say it. True enough. It's a big, thick one. Same with Johnson. Yeah, we all love a good Johnson.
Oh yeah, I bet you like a good Johnson.
Yeah. I mean, some action is better than the no action 99% of people have. Yeah, well, exactly. Like doing something, doing something. You know, it's definitely a lot more than others. I think the biggest change that we have to start with, more than anything, is government orchestrated change. Like the only way, like, because the big contributors here are like big business more than anything, and that's why it has to come from the government. It can't come from the individual. You mean Team C's? They have Team C's? Well, there you go. Good on them. Good on him. Cleaning the oceans is a ridiculous task, though. I didn't know he was doing that one, so good on him. Yeah, the Team Trees was the only one I heard about. Yeah, Team C's would be a great thing. I made a website. I say I wrote a website, but designed a website that was all about the Great Pacific Garbage Patch and all the other garbage patches that we're currently creating. And it's something like 70% of the plastic that we've ever created has ended up in the ocean. Is there a Team Skies? I suppose both of them are working on Team Skies, you know? They're all working on clearing out that atmosphere. Well, there you go. Good on him. If stopping plankton from retrieving that... it's stopping plankton from retrieving that Krabby Patty formula, damn it! Alright, maybe we need to throw more trash in the oceans. I hadn't considered it from that angle. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't really follow Mr. Beast, you know? To be honest, I find Mr. Beast kind of annoying. It's like when Mr. Beast starts talking, my brain is just like... So yeah, not really my cup of tea. Alright. What is it that you most dislike? So this is a one thing. You can't choose multiple answers here. And look, you're a hateful guy, so
yeah,
it's gonna be tough.
Right? I hate working.
Hate being a cog in the machine, huh? Is that what you mean by working?
I just don't want to work. No one wants to work. It's taking away my time. You spend like a whole half of your life working. Fuck that.
Sure.
Just eliminate work. That would be great.
What do you think you'd be doing if you weren't working?
Anything but working. I'd be with my girlfriend, or I'd be with you. I'd probably be at your house playing some video games.
Sure.
Or at the gym, or at the beach. Or
true.
Late at night drinking with my mates.
Yeah, there's a lot of other things you could be doing.
Reading a book.
A lot of people... oh, sorry, go on.
I'm dead.
Okay. Yeah. A lot of people say work is the crux of their life. A lot of people believe that without work they wouldn't have any meaning.
Oh,
do you worry
fuck
about that?
no. Fuck no. What do you mean? You can't find meaning without work? God, that's a miserable existence.
Can't find purpose.
It's so much. You can generate a purpose every minute of the day if you wanted to.
Yeah,
My purpose is to enjoy and eat this goddamn kebab.
Some people say that that is where the enjoyment comes from.
They've been what's the word for it? Were they what's the word? Indoctrinated.
I don't think that's nice. I think the people I know that say that kind of thing have actually just found their dream jobs. They've actually just found a fulfilling work. And on that, I do think everyone needs a goal. Everyone needs a hobby.
Sure, but
everyone needs something to do. And work is the ultimate embodiment of a hobby.
Well, I don't know. Look, if you can't think of anything better to do than work, I do not want to know that person. If I look at you and say, "Oh, what would you like to be doing?" I like to be doing work.
Well, it depends what their work is. Alright, I work as a writer. I spend all my day writing novels. That sounds like pretty nice work.
I'd still throw up at them. For the same reasons.
Man said something earlier about the trait he hates the most is laziness, but then at the same time, it's like, I don't want to work ever. I don't want to do anything productive.
That's not what it says. Because I don't want to go to work for someone or work. If I didn't have to make money, I would be doing surfing. I'd be going to the gym. It's not lazy things.
Some people do. Yeah, well, I'm not saying those necessarily are.
I just hate having to do something that I have to.
I'm just poking fun.
That society makes me do.
Yeah, well, being obligated.
Capitalism makes me do.
Being obligated to do something certainly does sap the fun out of it.
Oh yeah.
How are you meant to enjoy, even if it is like a lot of people say when they do their at least I've heard it said that a lot of people say when they do their dream job, they actually find that all of a sudden that they lose the enjoyment of that thing because it's now an obligation.
Exactly.
And I certainly do identify with that.
You have to do 5 days a week, unless you're getting paid shitloads of money, in which case it doesn't really become work then, does it?
What, because of the money?
Yeah.
I'd beg to differ.
Okay, let's say that you earned $1 million, right?
Yeah.
Every day. Would you have to work every day?
Yeah.
No. You have $1 million.
What job am I doing?
Fucking owning houses.
Owning houses? That's a job?
All
right. Well, you just picked a pretty. Look, for some people, they might consider that one a lazy job, but at the same time, it's actually a pretty full-on job. You have to be going back and forth. You have to be doing like coordinating a lot of like renovations. Well, not necessarily renovations, but like services for the home.
You're lying.
There's a lot to it. That sounds like a lot of work.
No.
Sounds like a busy life.
Oh, both my brothers and my dad have like fucking 4 properties, and they're fucking lazier than I am. So
Maybe. My family is owned.
actually, no, that's an exaggeration. None of my dad's lazier than I am. My 2 brothers. Oh, maybe Jared might be.
My family owned 1 property when I was younger, before my parents split up, and it was a lot of work.
I guess. Well, look, once it's all done, right? Once it's all done, and then having to order the occasional electrician around to fix the AC, right? You can literally only legally visit that property 4 times a year. Legally.
Well, yeah, unless there's a reason to come in. Unless you have to.
Sure. I mean, yeah, if you get some really fucking shocking tenants, yeah, sure. That'd be fucking terrible. But let's say you own like 4 properties, like, fuck, man. You're gonna have enough money at that point in time that it's just like, oh, there's a problem, sure, I'll just send someone over to deal with it.
Still have to go and organize those someones. It's still something to do.
You're like,
it's not as full on maybe as like having to go and work in fast food.
Any 9-to-5 job, I would say.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. I don't think either of us have been homeowners, so it's hard to say, I suppose. And then again, sorry, we haven't been landlords specifically, not just homeowners. Oof, wrong chat. That was supposed to be a Discord message. Damn, Vit, you moved your stream set up to your room now. This is sexy and romantic. Gape my hole now. Oops. Whoopsies. I also find him kind of annoying, but I can get behind the stuff he's doing. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I want to do this now. What? Do interviews? Yeah, you could do. It's good fun. Is it fucking snowing in Australia? Yeah, look at that. Who would have thought? I'm in Fredbo right now. Yeah, I've seen like 2 different seasons in Vit's window. Something's up here. Yeah, you saw the different seasons in the span of like 1 day. I'm on holiday right now. You know? You don't have to work for other people or money. Just go to a random place in the world and start farming. Oh, true enough. And then you get squatters' rights in 15 years. Deny humanity, punch a tree.
Think of Minecraft.
Yeah. In Minecraft. I'd work for this $1 million job for like a month, then I'd never do it again. Fair enough. Well, yeah, you don't have to. Multiple seasons in a day sounds like where I live. God damn, not the place to be. Definitely not. All right, we're approaching the end of this. We've got 3 more questions. What is your greatest regret?
Regret.
Hold on, I'm gonna give you a moment to think of that one. We're back. Now, the last question we asked, what was your biggest regret?
Probably just some of the arguments I've had with my mum when I was a lot younger. You know, some not so nice things as you do. But you know, I just wish I could have had a relationship with her sooner. But things were the way they were, I guess. Yeah.
Wish you could have gone back and changed it, so
Yeah.
didn't have to go through all of that hardship.
No.
Yeah, that's fair. It's fair, man. Sometimes it's easier to see these things once you've gone through it all, and you look back on it and you're like,
Yeah.
that wasn't productive.
Oh, there's a cat that's riding a motorcycle. He's got his own little cat helmet. Cute.
Cat riding a motorcycle. Whoa!
It's going on my Insta story. He's got his own little motorcycle helmet.
Hold on,
Guy
I can
has
get
a
it
lit-
up. I can get it up.
You can get it up.
I don't know if I can get it up on stream. I can get it up on my phone. It's like the best I can do, I think. I don't know.
Well, the first one is a dolphin teasing a seagull with a fish.
Alright.
The next one is a cat that is
We have a
being
cat?
near onions.
I don't know if that's a cat near onion?
Yeah,
wait a
but
minute.
He's not doing
Oh,
so
the other
well.
one hasn't even uploaded yet, my dude. Hasn't
It's
even uploaded.
uploading now. It's been up for 30 seconds. It'll be
Well,
up.
you know what? My Instagram begs to differ.
It's up. I'm telling you.
Yep, look, I'm sure you tell plenty of people that, and they might disagree as well.
I love cats. Cats are great.
Yeah. Alright, well, it's not loading through. I'm sorry. Can't do it. Y'all can just use your imaginations. Imagine a cat riding a motorcycle.
With a biker helmet. He's got his
With a
own
biker
little
helmet, specifically.
little visor and everything. It's great.
Yeah. He'd always wanted me to just chase my dreams. So I'd say I'm doing pretty damn good. Well, that's good. That's good. follow your dreams. Do it for them. You know, do it for yourself, obviously as well. But yeah, another reason to carry on the torch. I hope this doesn't sound condescending, but I learned from a similar incident. If you feel thunderstorms in your mind, the thunderstorm is always there, but a friend can help chase it away, at least for a while. Yeah, look, no, I can understand that. So it seems like there's some underlying issues that probably need to be dealt with, and if not, then truthfully, it probably would have been another time. I do think that's a pretty accurate assessment, honestly. So, like, we are putting a band-aid on the problem. So the people that kind of really solve those problems are therapists. You know, it's special, trained help. Really. Anywho. How would you like to die? You kind of said it a bit earlier, but let's go to specifics, I suppose.
A really cool way to go out would be, save a bunch of people in a burning building. Or, let's say there was like a robbery or a terrorist act where people are being held hostage and gun down a bunch of, criminals and get gunned down in the process. Have a shootout, that'd be cool.
Go out like a hero, save somebody.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, going out, giving everything you can for somebody else.
That's it.
You're giving your most valuable asset. You. It's a lot to give.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I used to think similar things.
Still fantasize about it.
Let me fantasize about death. Give me death.
Glorious death. I shall be welcomed to the halls of Valhalla.
Yes.
My ancestors would be proud.
With endless cups of mead and good
and
wine.
wenches.
And wenches.
And wenches. Are you wenchless? Are you maidenless?
Maidenless? No bitches?
I literally said that to Lucy the other night. I was like, you play Elden Ring? Huh? Ah, are you fucking maidenless?
Maidenless?
Maidenless.
Maidenless.
Maidenless runt.
Mm-hmm. Those two questions side by side is frickin' terrible. Feckin' terrible. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Erotic asphyxiation from vitriol's cock. Yeah, it'd be a good way to go. Would be a good way to go.
I can attest to that. Anyways, moving forward.
Yeah. I would fantasize about death sometimes, but that was mainly due to working in retail for like 9 years.
Oh yeah, dude, I worked retail
It'll do it to you.
Good old retail.
Oh, exactly. I used to fantasize about it from just being very depressed.
I used to fantasize about my customers dying.
Oh yeah.
By me when I worked retail.
In Minecraft. In Minecraft.
Yes.
Yes. All right. So here is the final question of our questionnaire. After we have answered this question, we will understand you better than anyone possibly could.
Go.
Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Are you sure you want to go through with this?
I don't know. I'll be giving away all my life secrets.
Exactly. This is your final secret. The final piece of the puzzle is about to fall into place. Are we sure we want to just like lay this bare?
Yeah, go on then. I've got nothing to hide.
All right. Well, all right. We'll see about that. What is your motto? What is it?
Give everything your all, and don't worry about what other people think.
Yeah. Nice. Try your hardest and
fuck the haters.
Just do it for you. Fuck the haters. Do what you gotta do.
Do what you gotta do.
Amen.
Yep.
A to the men. I like it. Now, what do we think? Do you know Politics Man now? Do you understand the truth of Politics Man? Have you seen his soul? Have you experienced the colors? The vibrant display of lustrous glow?
Fuck, my shoulders. Not good.
Would Stabby Stabby be a motto or just a catchphrase? Do you live by Stabby Stabby?
Look, in ideals, yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, I feel like maybe in ideals it could be. Yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, and today is a gift. That's why they call it the present. Isn't that like Master?
Uguay.
Isn't that Master Shifu? Or, no,
Uguay.
Uguay.
Uguay. The turtle.
That, yeah. You know that his name is just Master.
It is.
Was it Sensei? Is it? It is
Master. It is Master.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if it was Sensei Uguay or Master Uguay.
Well, it's either that or Teacher. I can't remember.
Yeah, no, it's literally just like Sensei, Master, Teacher, some shit like that. Yeah. Not gonna lie, I still don't even know who this guy is, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know if I agree with this question. No, not the turtle. You. Wait, are you Master?
Yeah. Yeah. Look, I'm just a bit of a goblin.
Master Roshi is Master. There you go.
I believe in strength, and I believe in doing what you want to do.
You're right. It's the turtle isn't the Master guy.
I don't like I like being. Yeah, like I think a lot of my answers really just go back to those things, right? Being able to do what you want to do.
Yeah.
Live the life you want to live.
That's fair. Do you think that this questionnaire revealed much about you?
Yeah, in some aspects for sure, absolutely.
I think it revealed you have a hard time choosing one answer.
Look, it's hard. I'm trying to give the viewers the best idea of me as I can.
Yeah.
So yeah, can't really do that in single answers, can you?
I don't know. I think it reveals your indecision. That's for certain. Indecisiveness.
Yeah, look, absolutely.
That's all I know that I've gotten out of this. I don't think you're not gonna have such a hard time choosing one. You know.
Yeah.
But hey, each their own. It's difficult though. It is definitely difficult when you've got a lot of different conflicting thoughts on something. It's like, well, which one's the most? Oh, I value them all equally. God damn it. Yeah. Can be tough. I don't know if I think this is necessarily the 35 questions that truly reveal the truth of somebody. I think they ask a lot of interesting questions that reveal a lot about somebody, but I don't know if it necessarily means this is the be-all and end-all of who somebody is.
There's always context and circumstance.
Sure. Vit check DMs? What's in my DMs?
I'm in your DMs. Check my Instagram.
No wenches? No wenches? Oh, I'll send this one to you as well, Politics Man. You need to see this. What's your name? There it is. Oh, I don't know if that's sent.
What's my real name?
The Politics Man.
Oh fuck! I missed it. Hang on. Let me click that. Again.
The master guy just wears a turtle shell. Wait, it's not actually a turtle? Tell me he's not actually a turtle? What the hell?
He is legit? A turtle. Get out of here. He's lying to you.
No, surely not.
He's leading you astray. He's taking the
Yeah,
piss.
she. I don't
she.
know.
Sorry, my apologies.
Look, you're just assuming genders out here. You're presuming everybody on the internet is a man. Fucking, what is this? Kitty's first day on the internet?
Okay. Check your messenger. I'm sending you a good little giggle through. Fuck. Come on. There it is.
My messenger.
Yeah.
What? Oh, what the fuck is up with the sound on this? What the fuck? Was that's not the sound from your video. I don't know where that sound came from.
I don't know where that sound came from either.
I think it's because I have my Instagram open. So I turned the sound on to see if there's sound with the video, and then yeah.
Indian music in the background.
Yeah. Honestly, the window into their soul is honestly, the window into their soul in this would be like, where does your brain go first? True.
Yeah. Except for it goes to 2 places. Or 3 or 4, because I can't give one answer apparently.
Allegedly. I think you're just dodging it. You're trying to avoid letting us in on. You're trying to avoid the truth.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
You're on to me.
I figured it out. I'm just a lizard person. Maybe that's who Master Roshi was. Maybe they were just a lizard in a shell, you know?
A fake. A fucking fake.
They're faking. Straight up.
Goodness gracious.
Where does your brain go first, Raktos? Goes right on Vit's pelvic bone. What's what I mean by give me some brain.
Give me some brain.
I ain't looking for insight.
That link.
I'm looking for inside.
The dent link. Why it won't let me.
Huh? Oh really? Okay. It was just a picture of Megamind.
No.
With the caption "No wenches." No wenches.
Serious. I like Mega Man. That was a good movie.
It was a good movie. I only recently watched it, and I was like, pretty solid, pretty solid. I saw some clip from the movie, and I was like, damn, I didn't see what the hell.
Yeah,
is this?
it's funny. It's pretty good. Funny. Good laugh.
Yeah, I think it was a quality one. Hold on. Master Roshi, like the dude from Dragon Ball, the old. Oh, that's who that is. Master Roshi's from Dragon Ball. Okay, I thought you were saying that was the turtle's name. You know, I have not watched Dragon Ball, so I don't fucking know shit about that. I think you would. I thought you were a Dragon Ball fan. Maybe not as that big a fan though.
There's a big fan.
Aren't you?
I like Dragon Ball. It's not my biggest one. This is Hunter x Hunter or Full Metal Alchemist, probably my favorite.
Yeah. Why does Metro Man look like Markiplier? He does.
He does.
I can see that. Yeah.
100%.
Superhero version of like buff as fuck Markiplier. Metro Man's a good character. I like him.
He is.
He's a shit guy, but he's a good character. Well, I think that kind of wraps everything up here then, I suppose. I don't know if I'm gonna keep streaming. I think we might have a nice wrap up here. I think we've done what we need to do. We came here, we did an interview, we peered through the windows into this man's soul. We saw the ugly truth that reared its head. Allegedly, that's what he said was gonna happen. I don't know if that's really what we saw. But yeah, I think we've done well here. I'm gonna say this is a job well done. The windows were foggy though. Yeah, I mean, look, next time we'll clarify. Next time we'll come out. We'll be like, no, one answer. No,
Did my best.
I kid. No, you failed. Your best was just not good enough, and it never will be. Vitriol, check DMs one more time. Rakto's always trying to slip into my DMs. This guy, am I right?
They're trying.
Oh my god, this is like Markiplier's face on Metro Man, and you know what? I don't know if I can tell the difference.
There's a difference? Question mark?
Actually, this could just be 2 photos of Metro Man or 2 photos of Markiplier. It's kind of hard to tell.
Which, yeah.
Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed that, make sure to leave a like. And subscribe if you haven't already. And if you didn't enjoy that and you made it this far, like, wow, honestly, hats off to you. That's pretty impressive. That's like 2 hours of your life you're never going to get back. Honestly, you should probably reconsider what you're actually doing with your time if you didn't enjoy that and you spent 2 hours watching that. But hey, let me know why, you know, tell me down below. I'm curious, you know. If you went this far, you may as well let me know.